Sa buhay may panalo at may talo, ngunit tuwing malalaglag at madadapa ang tanong, paano ka babangon? Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Nandito na tayo sa second week, day 1 ng MCP Major Season 3. Hatid sa inyo ng Garena Free Fire. Ako ang inyong lingkod, Neptune the Gentleman Garcia, at kasama natin ang mga nagagandahan na nagwagwapuhang mga casters, Beef Mami and Kuku TV. So unahin natin si Beef Mami. Kumusta ka and what are you expecting from the teams tonight?
Oh, grabe. Sobrang daming bakbakan last week ng week number 1. Pero alam ko week number 2 is definitely going to deliver. Alam natin na, syempre, hindi pa final yung mga scores na nakita natin from last week kasi ang dami pa nating days where we can go and get a lot of these points. But yeah, feeling good. Awesome introduction, Neptune. Grabe. Sobrang magaling ka na ng player, mas magaling ka pang host.
Maraming salamat. And kaya kung naman, Kuku TV, no? Anong ina-expect mo na makita sa mga teams ngayong gabi?
Well, I-expect ko yung mga PH teams ay babawi, especially yung AKO Ligers and Vete Esports. Last week, lagi silang sinasabayan ng mga Malaysian teams natin, the likes of Axis Esports and the likes of even yung Geek Fam. So, we have teams na has the potential, like AKO and Vete Esports, na hindi pa nila napakita nung first week. So, this week, I expect them to be better.
Definitely, no? Kailangan talaga pag, yun nga kaganda, katulad ng introduction natin, kailangan talaga kung mabagsak ka, pwede kang bumangon. And that's what we're expecting from the teams on the second half of our leaderboards. Mamaya makikita natin kung sino nga ba nasa leaderboards right here or right now before the game start. Pero magandang puntos, no? Coming from Kuku TV that there's still a lot to expect from this team, especially Vete Esports and AKO Ligers, and also some of the teams right there in the bottom half of the leaderboard. But hopefully, everyone excited to see, para makita, matunghayan, mapanood ang ating mga kapunan dito sa ating MCP Majors Season 3. 18 teams na maglalaban-laban dito at sila nagpapaunahan, naghahabulan sa kanilang pwesto, top 12 na papunta sa Grand Final. So, we'll have to find out later on paano nila gagawin yon at ano ang posible pa nilang ipakita for tonight. Check out natin ang ating tournament format and kung ano nga ba magaganap for tonight. Starting off with our maps. So, as usual, 6 matches na nga ating makikita at ang magpapalitan lang ng mga mapa ay Bermuda and Kalahari. So, match number 1 will be starting off on Bermuda and match number 2, Kalahari, alternately from 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And also, makikita naman natin dito ang groupings natin. Magsisimula tayo ng Group A and Group B, followed by Group B and Group C, and then lastly, Group A and Group C. And for our next, on our tournament format, we are going to see na ating point system. For the point system, guys, kung sino makakuha ng buya, they will be taking 12 points. 9 points for the second, 8 for the third, 7, 6, 5, and as we go down, unfortunately, yung pang 11 and 12, wala silang puntos makukuha. So hopefully, maka-recover sila when it comes to kill points, and 1 kill is equivalent to 1 point. So the ratio of both placement and kill points ang hinahanap ng mga teams natin dito. So let's see if they will be able to do that for tonight. Now, next on our list, guys, we are going to see the teams who will be participating in this fight. And gusto ko malaman, out of the teams that we have right here, Group A, Group B, and Group C, ikaw muna, Kuku, who do you think from this set of teams ang matuturing nating group of death?
Group of death for me would be Group C. Kagaya nung napag-usapan natin nung bago pa magsimula itong event na to, itong torneo na to for week number 2. We have Blacklist International, we have Do Easy. These Malaysian teams are really good. Include mo na yung Axis Esports. We also have Vete Esports, top number 1 team sa Philippines right now. And together with Ego Oblivions, talagang group of death talaga sila.
Alrighty. Yan nga po, Group C ang na-expect nating group of death. But looking at the prize pool right now, itong pinaglalabanan ng mga tropa natin for the league stages. The first place will be taking home $2,000. Second, third, and fourth will be taking home $1,500. For the fifth and sixth, they will taking home $1,000. And for seventh, 8, they will be taking home 950, and then 800 for 9 to 12, and then 700 and 600 in there for the rest of the team. So yun po, league stages pa lang yung nakita natin when it comes to the prize pool, and hopefully the teams are excited and are ready para makita, maipaglaban dito. No? Katulad na lang, kilala na dito kasama ni Kuku TV. But, Beef Mami, in a bit, makikita natin ang group standings. I'd like to start off with you. From the group standings that we're looking at right now, will we expect any changes from here, especially from the bottom part of the list?
Oh, that is most definitely. 100%. Yung mga teams na hita mo sa kanan, pupunta silang kaliwa kasi ano bang ilang day pa lang ngayon, week 2 pa lang. So, I mean, Blacklist International, obviously, sobrang talented team talaga to. The Malaysians are dominating in week 1. But dito sa Philippine side, medyo kailangan pa ng konting push pa, especially for teams like VT Esports, pati AKO Ligers, sobrang taas talaga ng expectation. But for Bloody Heads though, dyan ako medyo nagiging proud kasi alam ko sa group nila, sa qualifiers ng Philippines Open, medyo nahirapan sila. Hindi nga sila yung number 1 or number 2. So for them to reach number 8 in week number 1, I have high expectations for them to be, consistent going into the future weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I really have to see Bloody Heads right there. No, nabanggit mo nga, it's not they are not performing from previous tournaments, but as day goes on, no, nakikita natin yung improvement nila, and that's what we like to see from most of the teams. We like to see them to improve, to recover each and every day. But as we look in here, no, top 1 on our list is Blacklist International, followed by Todak. We have Axis Esports on number 3, Geek Fam on number 4, and Eastern Wolves Gang on number 5, followed by Do Easy, Overdose Esports, Bloody Heads, Hard to Get, Umbrella Report, and Icon, and as well as Orange Esports, consisting our top 12. And speaking of top 12, Kuku TV, no, alam naman natin kung gaano ka-importante nung top 12 dito when it comes to the league stages. And the league stages, yun talaga, battle for top 12 para makapunta sa grand finals. But what, based on yung napanood mo from last week, are there anything that needs to be done for those past top number 12? But before that, wait, there's more. We are going to have a giveaway. As you can see at the bottom, it is 2 of the Lightning MP40 boxes. So hopefully you stay with us. No? Manood kayo dito, tumambay kayo dito. And the moment na lumbas yung code dyan, don't forget yung screenshot ninyo. You can also share it with your friends so that they will also get these boxes. So going back to the question, Kuku TV. So what do you think do they need to do dun sa mga bottom part ng ating list, especially for those past number 12?
Well, for me, the best thing to do para dun sa mga lower teams, I would say yung top 13, 14, 15. We have Ego Oblivions, VT Esports, and AKO Ligers. Ito yung mga PH teams natin. And they're always been getting obliterated by the other teams na nasa taas very, very early in the game. So what they can do is to avoid early engagement as much as they can para at least makakuha sila ng kumpiyansa for the next coming games. And they can actually continue kung ano man yung strategy na naplanuhan nila even before this tournament started.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, if aggressiveness is not working, what they can try, yung passive approach, iwas muna sila sa kalaban and then get a good placement into the map, and then also get good placement points for their teams. And we'll have to see, how will this turn out, especially dito sa unang laban na makikita natin dito. And the first map will be in Bermuda. So hopefully, Beef Mami will be able to jump in with us right now because the team will be jumping into the flight. And here we go. As the hatches open, the flight will begin. Pasakay na ang mga tropa natin sa aeroplano at casters, take it away.
Ayan, hashtag Tara Free Fire, hashtag Road to the Redemption from outer space. Neptune hanggang Earth, mga kaibigan. Ito na ang aeroplano, Beef Mommy. And Beef Mommy, here is now the flight. Or actually, wala pa. Match number 1, week 2, day number 1. What are you expecting for Group A and B right now?
Ang daming expectations kasi sobrang talented talaga naman teams na to, especially for, I think, sobrang pressure talaga to for Geek Fam and also for Access. Pero mamaya pa naman yung Access. So for now, Geek Fam, we have our eyes on you kasi they are the top of their particular group. And now, the flight path going in here, Bermuda, alam na natin to map na to, very classic. A lot of these teams, alam na nila kung ano yung strategy na gusto nilang gawin. Pero yung important dito is early game setup mo. Do you want to be aggressive? Gusto mo maging passive? Depende yan sa type of playstyle these teams have.
Totoo yan. And you would see or you would expect H2G. Itong hard to get, pupunta sila ng peak again, previously known as Almighty. Right now, we have Bloody Heads and Todak. But we just got word, Beef, that we have to do a remake para dito sa match na to. So I'm not sure though kung ano yung nagiging rason, pero we are back at it again here. Here sa planetang Neptune,
Ganda ko.
mga kaibigan.
Ganda ko
Siyempre
talaga.
naman, Beef Mami, no? No
Ano ba
question asked. Talagang maganda ka. No? Picture or in moving picture and personal. No? And yeah, we just got back no onto the panel. Medyo mabilis. Nag-teleport tayo dito sa ating space station because the map or map number 1 is being remade, and in a bit makikita natin talaga ang magiging totoong bakbakan. So apologies for the delay, guys. There might be some technical issues for the side. Hopefully no this will be worked out. And also guys, maganda na rin to kasi if there are technical issues for the sides of the players, pagbalik nila on this day number 1, lahat ready na, no? Ready na sila makabakbakan.
Ready.
So ready. Ready. Pero depende.
Pero depende.
But anyways, no, so Bermuda map, man. While we're waiting for the remake, what are the challenges ba? Especially on the Bermuda map. I'm going to ask you, Kuku TV, dahil ikaw yung medyo may analysis side when it comes to Battle Royale.
Well, when it comes to Bermuda, yung peak talagang pinagagawan yan. Because yung high grounds talaga, pagka nandito sa larong Free Fire, you would have the better advantage. Kapag nasa lower ground ka, mahihirapan ka talagang mag-push or either manalo sa actually sa mga engagement. So that's why they're actually using the peak area, yung hard to get, the PH yung hard to get is focusing on that area. And then kapag ka nawala dun yung circle, they always choose to go to watchtowers, di ba? Neptune.
Yeah.
So yun yung napipili nilang mga locations. But then again, may mga compounds din or mga buildings na pwede nilang taguan which can be beneficial at the very end of the game.
Yeah, definitely, no. And nabanggit mo nga yung peak, and if you remember, guys, for those of you watching who remember the map, peak is somewhat in the middle of everyone else. So for those who are really familiar in Battle Royale, talagang taking the middle spot ensures that you will be able to live throughout na hindi ka matatamaan ng safe zone. Unfortunate for some, pag pumunta ka doon sa gitna, marami ka kadalasan na makakalaban na alam mo yun, mga nag-aabang din and also having the same tactic. Now, well, we'll have to find out. We're still seeing the picture of B-Mami. Guys,
Yes.
the picture of B-Mami is there. And not quite sure if we can hear her from. Oh, there she have it.
Yeah.
And
Finally worked.
so yeah, Beef Mami, your thoughts on how will be the best counter of those taking the middle of the map, katulad na nabanggit ni Kuku TV.
Well, being in the middle of the map, syempre kailangan kontrolado mo yan, right? You are going to be in a very aggressive zone where you know a lot of the teams, dun sila magda-drop. Kaya kung gusto mo play safe, punta ka dun sa outskirts. Pero nga lang, yung trade-off niyan, yung mga weapons na gamit mo, hindi siya masyadong maganda. So, yun talaga kailangan mo. Yung playstyle ng team mo, kung passive ka in the first half, if aggressive ka, and if you can handle your gunfights, then sure, pwede ka dun sa middle of the map. Then maybe gatekeep other teams if you are aggressive. But if you can handle yung mga gunfights na ganun kaaga, I feel like VT Esports, ito yung medyo yung ano nila, ito yung weakness nila, yung first few moments of the game na kailangan na, you know, yung mga engagement in the first half. So yeah, it's important to just know what kind of playstyle you have.
Yeah, definitely. No, if you're an aggressive team and you can stand up doon sa aggression mo, go ahead. No, punta ka doon sa gitna. Punta ka doon kung sa maraming nagda-drop. And given that this is also week number 2, nagawa nila yung homework nila. This is a reset of our map rotation. So it's like we're well, day number 1 talaga is our set natin for the map is Bermuda and Kalahari. So hopefully from the plays that they've done from last week, napag-aralan nila ang mga drop points ng mga teams. And not just for day number 1, yung mga days wherein Bermuda has been set in play. And here we go. No? We are looking at the prestigious trophy ng MCP Major Season 3. But, well, I'm really excited to see what will be happening for tonight. Dahil nga, no, marami silang chance na pag-aralan and posibleng gawing ibang tactic compared to what we've seen from last week. And, well, with the pro teams that you've handled, Kuku TV, do you think will that be similar approach? Are there any back pocket strats para sa mga teams dito for week number 2?
Well, for week number 2, siguro yung back pocket strats na sinasabi mo, Neptune, would be coming from the teams na nasa ilalim. We have yung tactical index. We also have yung WTG expert and yung script shots. They have to find a different strategy in order for them para manalo sila. Kasi based on the gameplay that they had nung week number 1, sobrang passive nung mga nakikita nating gameplay. And at the same time, nasasabayan din sila. I remember script shots and also WTG. Nagsasabayan yung mga yan. And then also yung Vete Esports na sinasabayan ng mga teams like GeekFam and Axis Esports. So they have to have a different kind of strategy right now. Nakita naman natin for the past year na yung Vete Esports, formerly known as SAF Deathwish, na yung strategy nila is nagpapatagal sila sa labas ng circle until then napapasok sila once the right time comes in. And that's what's missing sa Vete Esports for week number 1, and they have to find that groove back here in week number 2.
Yeah, definitely. No, from previous week, ang dami lang chances wherein they can turn things around. I mean, I don't know. Kung sabi mo nga, they need to get their groove back. Not quite sure if they really lost their groove or talagang bumubuelo lang. Alam mo naman pag minsan yung mga heroes, no, especially sa mga pelikula, nagpapatalo yan sa umpisa and then later on babawi. But Beef Mommy, going to you, are these tactics on giving out the first week or the first few games of tournaments, does it really work that, alam mo yun, parang hindi nila makikita yung tactic and then later ilalabas talaga nila kung ano yung meron sila?
You get to see teams na akala mo medyo weak into the first few weeks and then suddenly, boom. So it's like something awakens inside of them. Parang nahahain sila ng sobrang sarap na almusal, di ba? So again, it's probably just like hiding your tactics pero you're kind of thinking na, is it a smart move to keep your tactics pero yung points na makukuha mo in the first few weeks na maybe crucial. Kasi nakita natin yun dati. Last week, last day, last circle, that determines who's gonna win. So, I don't know. I think it's not going to be that much of a game changer for them if they do try to do that. Pero yun nga, strategy is strategy. If it works for you, then it works.
Yeah, definitely. Ano, talagang makikita natin na may kakaibang strategiya nga ang ating mga kupunan dito. And guys, for those of you who aren't here, sabi nga ni Beef Mommy, parang yung mga teams na mga ganon, nagbabago bigla-bigla, no? Sa patapos ng tournament, parang nakakain sila masarap na ulam. So, sa mga nandito ngayon, guys, na nakapag-like and share na ng stream, sana masarap ang ulam nyo. At sa mga hindi pa, go ahead, like and share the stream, guys. No? Just like and share it with your friends so that a lot of people will be able to watch us. And once you do that, alam ko magiging masarap ang ulam nyo. But in a bit, makikita na nga natin ang ating mga tropa. Magsisimula na ang ating unang laban sa gabing ito. Once again, this is Group A and B. Bermuda is the map, and hopefully, you are ready dahil ang mga casters natin dito, I'm pretty sure, ready na sila. So, antayin lang natin, guys, na makapagsimula tayo dito. And I'm really excited. I'm really pumped. And umpisa pa lang talagang ramdam na ramdam ko na ang init ng mga teams dahil pinagpapawisan na nga ako.
So, anyways, init no, Neptune? Ang init?
Ang init!
Oh,
sobrang
init ng torneo na to. Ito na.
And here we go. Casters, take it away once again.
Alright, maraming salamat, Neptune, Gentleman Gaming from Axis Esports. Pero right now, match number 1, week 2, day number 1 again, Beef Mommy. Yung climax nandun na tayo kanina biglang nawala kasi remake. Pero ito, makaka-apekto kaya yung remake
Oo
sa
nga eh.
mga teams natin.
Yung remake, ito na. Sana mas maganda yung flight path natin ngayon. As you can see here, ang dami na nag-drop dito sa may central peak area, which we know is going to be the hotspot for all of these teams. Pero yung nga, tignan mo dito, sa island ng Sentosa, hindi ka usually makakita ng team na siguro dalawa nandun. Max 2. Pero you get to see EWG, Eastern Wolves gangs, they need to make a change if they really want to make it into the top 3.
Right, and EWG Mankai, mukhang naligaw siya dito. Para siyang batang nawawala sa mall. Bakit ka nandyan? Nandito na kami, AKO Ligers! Oh my goodness! Siya pa ang nabiktima inside the chronosphere, and that's first blood, unang dugo para kay Mankai.
There you go. Mankai. One more kill. Gayon mo ng dalawa. Naghihintay na lang siya. AKO Ligers. Konti. Kunlang na lang. Isa pa. Tigers, alam mo, Apex Predators sila pero mukhang medyo sila ang hinahanting ngayon eh.
Totoo yan, and right now, Toby Cuties mukhang bumabel siya dito, and Mankai siguro sinasabi niya sa mga teammates niya, Arena kayo, dito na sila, dalawa ang kalaban ko. We have Toby Cuties together with his teammate down on the ground, and Mankai will try to bail out and will try to go on top of the roof. This will give him time, buying some time para makarating yung mga kakampi niya.
Ito na, EWG. Ganda nung start nila. As in, akala mo medyo mahirapan sila against AKO Ligers, pero ang aggressive kasi ng AKO Ligers, alam mo naman na kaya nila mag-win ng mga gunfights nila, pero ang pangit talaga ng drop nung isang team. Ano nga ba? Sino nga ba yung mag-isa doon?
It's Feitan,
Si
actually.
Feitan. Usually si Feitan, aggressive siya. He usually can win his gunfights, pero buti na lang si Toby Cutie backs away from the situation. So hanggang ngayon, dalawa na lang sila natitira dito sa kanilang team. And for Toby Cutie, anong gagawin mo kasi meron kang vehicle dito? All you need to do is go to Feitan.
Right, and hindi ko maintindihan, Beef. It was a 4v1 situation, pero Mankai was able to, brush them off dun sa location na meron sila ngayon. Pero ito, Todak and Bloody Heads, ito yung nakita natin nag-drop kanina dito sa Mars Electric, and Todak actually went on the outskirts ng area ng Mars Electric, so hindi sila direktang nag-push dito, pero ito na, ready for action na ang Todak. Matotodas kaya nila ang Bloody Heads. Bloody Heads is this is their town, Mars Electric, and let's see if they can defeat itong Todak from Malaysia.
Todak, such a talented team dito from Malaysia, and alam ko Bloody Head, they are very capable of doing so. Pero tinan mo kung saan yung ibang teams na nasa likod nila. Very able to go into a sandwich situation na they're stuck inside the middle. Ito na, Spark chose the grenade. Wala siyang nakuha doon, no information.
No information indeed, and yun, Chronosphere mga kaibigan para kay Shanks, and Shanks will get hit. Another one here for Sparks. When na-nade ba niya? Uy, half HP left for Shanks, and Shanks mukhang siya pa nga ang makaka-knockdown, and that's a trade-off here coming from the two teams, Todak and Bloody Heads, and Bloody Heads need some help here for Shanks. Shanks ay mawawala na nga, just bleeding out to death, and ito na yung push na ginagawa ng Bloody Heads. Bloody Heads able to get one down again here para sa Todak, and Todak ay mukhang matotoda. Si Pedro Carias mga kaibigan na nandito na nga, nasa chronosphere siya para depensa ng sarili niya. Kaso nga lang, ito na si Morgana ng Bloody Heads will finish him off. Ito na nga, men, Beef Mami, ito na yung pagganti ng api ng Bloody Heads laban sa Todak.
Ito na ang gabi ng lagim. Bloody Heads, grabe. Yung dugo na kanilang binigay dun sa kabilang team, wala na. Spark, Afix, sila na natitira for TDK. And now for Bloody Heads, alam mo naman si Morgana pati si Mark and that tandem, sobrang galing nila. Pero I know they are going to be down one person. It doesn't really matter for them kasi alam mo, si Morgana, kung siya na lang natira doon sa final circle, alam mo siya ang magde-deliver at probably get as much points as he can get.
Definitely. Ito yung maganda ngayon sa Season 3 ng MCP Major, Beef. They are able to get a revive. So pwede nilang i-revive yung namatay nilang kakampi. And look at Shanks, able to get back on his feet here in the first match. And at the same time, Todak will do this. Pero ang problema nila is the blue zone. They will be eaten alive. Makakain sila ng buhay at microwave yung katawan nila sa blue zone. At kailangan din nila.
Ganda ng timing no?
Pero ito, Beef, ang problema din nila dito is pagdating nila sa Pochino, if ever man dun sila magro-rotate, nakabantay na agad yung Bloody Heads.
Yun nga lang. You have to get the member that went down. Mankai goes down. And si Peyton, Si Jaboya, wala na rin.
Oh.
Pero tignan natin kung kaya na i-heal. Ayun, sobrang essential ng kills nila ngayon. AKO Ligers, sila na lang yung natitira dito na team na medyo nahirap. Pero ang ganda ng comeback nila.
Right. Maganda nga talaga yung comeback nila. And actually, you know what? One point din na hindi ko nasabi kanina while we're talking with Neptune is yung effect ni Kano ho sa AKO Ligers. Kano is missing in action here in the MCP Majors. Nung FFCP, nandun siya and he was actually the main guy for AKO Ligers and pinalitan siya ni Peyton, which is a member of VPH. And right now, you can see now, Shadow, ito naman si Batman, aka Shadow, mga kaibigan, ang hard to get at mukhang pinapaulanan siya ng bala dito at tinatamaan din siya at the same time, pero good thing na meron siyang Chronosphere doon at sila ay magbe-bailout na. And you don't see this usually for H2G. Sila lagi yung aggressor laban sa mga kalaban nila.
Totoo yan. Especially during the early game, yung Almighty yung previous name nila. So for H2G, they probably learned na, okay, if aggressive ka masyado and you're not gonna be winning your gunfights, there's no use na gawin mo at gawin mo. That's basically insanity at the moment. So now, taking a look at everyone in the screen right now, tinan mo to, AKO Ligers, nandun na sila, medyo spread out sila ng konti, pero medyo nakakatakot yun di ba? Kasi WTG, nandun na siya sa may bridge, tapos doon sa may northern side of the map, nandun na ang isa pang team. Si Shadow, alam mo, sobrang galing niya talagang member that can get a lot of far-range gunshots.
Totoo yan. And actually, doon siya nakakuha talaga ng maraming kills si Shadow from afar using everything na meron siya in his arsenal. And the circle has updated and it's actually focusing dito sa may northeast side ng peak. And maraming maraming puno-puno dito. And at the same time, mukhang mas magpo-focus yung mga teams sa mga higher grounds. And you can see script shots on the northern side ng ating circle. This is a higher ground here at Mill. And on top of that, Umbrella Reborn ay nasa likod lang nila. And EWG versus AKO Ligers, mukhang hindi pa tapos ang laban. Kanina pa ito nangyayari. At itong si Mankind. Ang tawag ko dito kay Mankind, si Mankind eh. Yung wrestler sa WWE.
Si Mankind.
Oo, si Mick Foley. Pero Mankind is...
Wow, ang ganda ng reference. A+,
is trying
A+,
to-
galing-galing.
Sobrang galing yung Mankai. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Mankai is a previous member of Blacklist International. Kung di ako nagkakamali. Pero on the kill feed we have right now, WTG at Script Shots, isa ang mawawala. Pero trade-off tayo dito. Rose, ayan na, pinaamoy na ang bulaklak, mga kaibigan, ng Team Script Shots doon sa side ng WTG.
Nag-iba na ang simoy ng hangin para sa itong team na to. Siahid and Rose. Sila na nang makakatalo dito sa dalawang to. WTG, what are you gonna do? Stuck sila dito sa may bridge. Wala silang way out, but then the grenade being thrown. Pero buti na lang yung glue wall na dyan for protection.
That's right. And right now, Rose getting ready for action. Ito na nga, nade coming in. Pero yun nga lang, mas pinili ng WTG na mag-bail out. However, yung vehicle niya ay sasabog na nga. Ayun na nga, naglagay pa ng glue wall doon. Half HP left para kay WTG. Hindi ko mabasa yung pangalan niya. Sobrang layo. Si No Name pala to. Kaya pala, walang pangalan.
Walang pangalan.
Mami.
Walang pangalan si No Name, pero it doesn't really matter because siya ang magbibigay ng pangalan para sa kanya. At kung makuha niya yung sniper from that far away, definitely bibigyan natin yung pangalan as a legendary. But let's take a look at EWG. As kanina, akala mo sobrang lakas nila. AKO Ligers looking like they're really solid right now.
And right now, we have here Umbrella Reborn. Umbrella Reborn actually, to be honest, nung week number 1, ang ganda ng pinakita nila. They're actually focusing on more kills than the placement points. You can actually see that in the overall standings later on. But right now, we have Umbrella Reborn trying to get ready, especially na nasa labas pa sila ng circle. They are actually in front of EWG together with AKO Ligers. EWG medyo stuck sila dito sa edge ng blue zone at mamamicrowave na nga yung isa nilang player. And you can now see iPads trying to get inside the circle using itong tricycle na to or motorcycle na to. And they will actually get in trouble here with AKO Ligers that they actually move closer to UMB.
Ito na, Umbrella. Medyo delikado yung situation na kasi alam natin Umbrella Reborn. Medyo hirap sila when it comes to the gunfights. And for a team to be sandwiched between these two monsters, you best believe you should back away from the situation kasi mata-third party ka talaga. And now, taking a look at the right side of your screen, Circle is going to be closing really soon as Keraton is going to be one of the hot spots that you can see here. SCZ, you already know that these teams that have been in the favored side already, RNG gods are in their favor.
That is correct. And men, Sinabi ko kanina, they will focus on peak kasi yung mga higher ground yung magiging effective dito sa circle ito. Pero they are actually gonna go outside in that area, going into the side ng circle. But right now, we have AKO Ligers, Umbrella Reborn, now fighting each other. Sinong mananalo? Isa na lang ang player ng AKO Ligers. Si Toby Cuties, kaya niya maklatch to. We have 2 members up, or actually 3 members up, now 4 members up for Umbrella Reborn. Maganda ang pinapakita ngayon ng UMB. Grabe yung revive nila, sobrang bilis, sobrang ganda ng respo ng mga kasama niya. And Toby Cuties, no one moves a muscle. Pero yun na nga, naramdaman na nga si Toby Cuties. But there you go, the glue wall naman sa harapan niya. At sinat ka sa pagmumukha pero di tinamaan si Toby Cuties. At ito na nga mga kaibigan, down to half HP naman si Toby Cuties. He will try to heal up. Instead, medyo mahirap na to, Big Mami.
Oh, sobrang hipit for Toby Cuties. Do, sobrang pressure on his shoulders. But then goes down AKO Ligers. Down so early in the competition, Kuku. Yun yung mali ng AKO Ligers. Sahala nila na down ang Umbrella. And sila ang basically kulelat natin sa leaderboards. Pero hindi, doesn't matter. Dapat yung mga situation na ganyan, you shouldn't doubt them at all. Always take them seriously. And that was a really bad play. Especially in the corner sila ng Umbrella.
That is correct. And right now, over those esports naman, nasa ilalim, nasa taas naman ng script shots. They do know na meron tao sa ilalim, but they don't really have to focus doon sa team na yun because they are in a really peculiar situation. Napaka-open na ito, no? Beef Mami, itong area na to na meron sila, but OVD will try to just stick and chill underneath that bridge. But on the other side naman, ito naman, si Monita, ayan na nga, inuubos na ang Umbrella Reborn, isa-isa. At sinatgan sa likod mga kaibigan, and Monito right now hinahabol yung huling miyembro ata na yun ng Umbrella Reborn. Pero ito na nga, Jace able to actually see some players on the far distance. But uy, look at Icon and Todak right now, Beef Mami.
There you go. Contact has been made. Icon. They are at the prime position na pwede na kunin. Nasa kanila yung upper hand kasi dito sa taas ng hill. And now Spark with the grenade as well. Yun na nga, tumama na nga ang granada at sumabog na si Pedro. Pumunta sa taas, na down na nga.
Ayan. Si Pedro Carias ay patay na nga. Pwede ka nang bumalik sa live comment section, mga kaibigan. Pero Ames right now, trying to heal up. And ito yung sinabi ko kay Neptune. Kapag ka nakuha ng isang team yung higher grounds, hirap na hirap yung mga nasa lower ground. The height advantage is real, mga kaibigan. And Umbrella Reborn is now eliminated at 10th place. And man, down to 2 HP left. Isang one-hit ka na lang, men. Takbo ka muna dito si Gedley. And right now, Icon. Ito yung team na nag-number 1 nung day number 1 ng week 1. But has been struggling for day 2 and 3. Let's see kung same energy ba ang ipapakita nila for day 1 here on week 2.
Here we go. Spark. Parang ilang buhay na yung kanyang binigay. Pero there you go. Todak eliminated so early. They had such a good week. But then looks like medyo nahirapan sila dito. But Icon, the battle, it's not done yet as Geek Fam. Right there above.
And Geek Fam right now will probably suffer yung same mistake na ginawa ng Todak kanina. However, Mio, mukhang knockdown siya dito and he needs some revive. But Geek Fam, isa sa mga top teams na ngayon ay umaariba sa ating overall standings. And one right now will try to back out for a bit here. And again, you have to focus on the objective. They are not in the circle right now. But right now, you can see H2G, tamang third party lang mga kaibigan. And EWG, gumagapang sila na parang sanggol. Dalawa na lang natitirang nakatayo mga kaibigan. Pero yun nga lang, merong isang player na nandito nagtago. Si No Name, buhay na buhay pa rin. Wala akong pangalan pero buhay pa rin ako.
Buhay na buhay pa rin. Ang tingnan mo dito, Shadow, Aries, doing whatever they can from the far end. Ay, wala! Yung nakuha na nga. Aries, naka-double. Tuwa out of the situation na si H2G. Ang galing ng play nila here so far, applying that pressure dito sa may bridge area. So pag nasa tulay ka, akala mo matatrap ka but not for H2G. Pero mukhang medyo dangerous na if third party sila ng zone.
And you can see No Name pala ay lumabas ng zone para makapasok uli ng zone. So he got some damage there, half HP. I'm not sure kung meron pa siyang pang-heal, pero yun na nga men. Ito na ang ganti ng H2G. EWG ay patay na nga at 7th place, and Rose is just trying to TPP his way. Tini-TPP na niya itong H2G, pero si Shadow galit na galit, nagbabato lang parang ride sa tondo mga kaibigan. And Icon is now eliminated together with WTG Expert. No Name is out. At ilan na lang ang natitira? We have 3 remaining teams. Script Shots, OVD, at saka H2G. Ito yung mga teams na nasa ilalim, Beef.
Okay, nasa ilalim. Actually, medyo maganda nga yung position nila ngayon eh. Because they don't know where they are. Meron pa nasa outskirts. And right now, 5 to 7 already. Zone closing in. Ito na. Rose, ano kayong magagawa? Ang dami-dami nila dun sa kabilang area. H2G, ano kayong magagawa? Icon eliminated already.
And Shahid ay mapupunta na nga sa lobby mga kaibigan. Uy, sinatkan sa mukha! Aries, will take the shot also because of Geek Fam going for the third party far away land, and they are actually in the circle also, Beef. So talagang ito yung circle control na ginagawa lagi ng Geek Fam from last week, still continuing here on this week, and mukhang malabo na to for script shots to survive as they're now pushing on the right side here of our screens together with H2G on the left side. Who will win this one? Sino mananalo dito? Pero yun na nga, nakita na nga doon yung isang Geek, at Geek will actually get knocked down, and Hard to Get will now be eliminated at fourth. 3 teams remaining here, Beef.
Shahid, sobrang konti na lang kanyang XP, pero wala na. Still gets one more. Hello, mahirapan siya doon, pero buti na lang nag-backstab siya. Geek Fam eliminated already. Ha? Paano nangyari yun?
Oo nga, di ko rin alam. Mamaya sasagutin siguro nila by the time na manalo sila ng buya. Pero ito na nga, Shahid, laban sa 3. Kaya niya kaya ma-3v1 to. And now, ito na nga si Dada, si Stepdad. Will get knocked down, man. And now, Shahid will try to survive, which is a very low HP. Ilan na lang tong natitira sa kanya. My
Shahid.
goodness! And there you go. Script shots will get eliminated. And it's going to be Overdose Esports, Beef, who will get the first booyah of the day.
Very good. Overdose. Grabe si Shahid though. As in, sobrang MVP siya for me. Almost clutching up that, alam ko, mga 1v5 situation. Ate yun siya na lang mag-isa. Tapos naka-sneak up pa siya dun sa likod. But there you go, Overdose Esports. Sobrang galing na kanilang performance. And from Group B, you didn't think na sila yung team na will actually get the booyah. But this is week number 2. It's a different day. It's a different week from last week.
Yeah, masayang-masaya sila. Tinan mo yung nasa may top left. Sobrang saya sa kanyang gaming double bed. And right now, we are gonna show you the highlights, mga kaibigan. And one thing I noticed here, nung bago mag-remake, nung first game talaga, merong kasabay yung H2G. Pero this time around, on the remake, wala nang sumabay sa H2G. So basically, I think nakita na rin nila na may sumabay. So they had to bail out of that area and move or drop to another area. And you can see here the engagement between Bloody Heads and Todak. And you can also see there yung si Mankind na kung saan na 1v4 niya, yung dalawa na patay niya. However, namatay din siya at the same time while they are able to actually get back on their feet. And this is the engagement between Umbrella Reborn and AKO Ligers. And AKO Ligers, talagang mahirap na yun kasi 1v4 yun no? Mahirap yun.
Sobrang hirap nun. And sobrang important points yun for scripts kasi imagine mo, second place ka, tapos ikaw lang mag-isa nag-carry nung basically the last few moments nung last circle na yun. So, yun yung mga clutch moments na kailangan mo as a single player. And sana, hopefully, in the future events, each one of his players din na kailangan din i-clutch up during moments like that na sobrang pressure cooker talaga.
Exactly. And actually may nagsabi sa live comment section, no, si Manflank pala yun, hindi si Mankai. Okay? Kasi halos pareho rin kasi yung name, di ba? Man. So, akala ko siya yung taga-blacklist dati. Pero yun nga, thank you so much dun sa nag-comment. Shoutout sa'yo, Wave. Ayan. Diba? May special shoutout pa kayo sa akin. Pero yun na nga, yun nangyaring duya for Team Overdose Esports. And remember, Beef, what they did is they just waited at the bottom part or under the bridge until na kailangan nila na mag-move. And it was very, very effective. But we are back here again sa planetang Neptune. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, man.
Alright, maraming salamat. Ayan, ibang klase, no? Ibang klase pinakita natin. And I think it applies as well doon sa napag-usapan natin kanina about those who are standing from the outside of the circle and also from the edges of the map, no? Kasi napansin natin how best they can try and wait for the best opportunity bago sila sumabak sa laban. Earlier on, we saw Geek Fam who was just hanging back on one side of the map, outside of the circle. Tapos doon sila nag-aabang sa gilid ng safe zone. And you mentioned earlier, no, yung 1v4 na naganap kanina sa AKO Ligers, wherein it's very unfortunate kasi they started on a 4v4 and that is where most of the teams talaga doon sa I mean, they have good position, they have a good advantage, but they are being overtaken by some of the teams right here. Pero going back, Beef Mami, no, yung especially for the final moment of that game, Overdose was able to take that booyah. But I just want to find out, was there really a chance for them for the clutch for the side of the other team?
Sobra. Since sobrang, akala mo nga maka-clutch up na yung moment na yun. You can see here, script shots number 2. Akalain mo, munti ka na nila ma-overdose ang Overdose Esports sa galing. GFAM though, number 1 pa rin kasi mas madami silang kills. So medyo mas mataas pa rin yung points. Pero script shots having the same amount of points even though Overdose had the booyah, incredible.
Yeah, definitely incredible. And dito nakikita natin, guys, no, how the kills really affect the result of the game. Kasi yes, you have good placement, you take the booyah or probably second place, but without the backup of the kills, you will not be able to dominate everyone else. And that is what we're seeing from the side of GeekFam as well as Script Shot. So second sila on that game, but they were able to get 10 kills, thus tying it up with GeekFam. At talagang rinig na rinig kanina pa yung pangalan ng GeekFam that they might be able to go on number 1 in this day. No? So we'll have to find out later on. But let's check out our MVP data. Sino nga ba ang nananaig dito? We have GeekFam Exact in there with 2,577 and 7 kills on the number 2. No? Si Shahid. And if I'm not mistaken, Script Shots, this is the last man standing for their team. 2,531 with 6 kills, followed by Hard to Get Ares, 1,751 and 4 kills. And last but not the least, we have Script Shots as well, Rose with 1,841 and 3 kills. But let's note, no, ang headshot niya 9. So talagang from the words of Kuku TV, headshot sa ulo talaga yung ginagawa doon.
Headshot sa bungo.
Yeah,
pero
definitely.
actually daming headshot nga talaga ng ginawa ni Rose, and you could see kanina no na nag-aabang lang talaga sila sa sa top ng bridge.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, positioning talaga yung nagiging taktika, not just for Script Shots, but most of the teams who are ending up taking that booyah, especially the top 3 of each game. So, Beef Mami, now that we've seen Bermuda jumping into the next map, which is Kalahari, we know yung verticality ng Kalahari medyo kakaiba na compared to Bermuda. Will there be anything different for these teams jumping into the next map?
Syempre. Medyo mahirap ang Kalahari. Kaya favorite map ko siya kasi yung verticality na sinabi mo. Sobrang importante siya, especially for the teams that try to go into Refinery kasi yan talaga ang hotspot. Yan yung basically sentro ng map na you can have a lot of sight in wherever you look. Basically, 360 view yan of all of the teams that can, gatekeep you. But yung problem dito, a lot of the times, ikaw makikita ka din. So if nasurround ka ng mga teams na to, especially coming kung nagkatapult sila, you're gonna be in trouble. So you need to know how to adjust to that.
Yeah, definitely. No, kailangan marunong silang mag-adjust, especially when you're in the middle of everyone else. And we also mentioned at some point, pag ikaw yung nasa taas, mas madali kang may headshot especially in this map, we're in sniper spot itong Kalahari. So, well, for those of you or for those of the teams who are standing on those platforms, Refinery or probably the sub, yung mga matataas na pwesto dyan on Kalahari, just keep your head low and hopefully you'll be able to survive and also make way dun sa pagtalon. Kasi pag minsan doon din nadadamage yung mga tropa natin. But in this next map, Kalahari na nga po ang ating makikita, and we're still on Group A and B. And once again, papunta na tayo sa ating eroplano bago sila lumipad. Casters, once again, take it away!
Ayan, at papasok na kami dito sa eroplano ni Neptune. Galing planetang Neptune, going down to the Earth and Kalahari. Ang second map natin, Beef, and right now, with GeekFam able to get the highest point on the points kanina, ang tanong is, makukuha na kaya nila yung buya ngayon?
Yan talaga ang lagi natin tinatanong sa sarili natin, di ba? Kung makukuha mo ba yung buya o hindi. Hindi lang dito sa Free Fire pero sa buhay. Ayun nga, Refinery, ang lagi nilang pinag-aawayan dito sa Kalahari. Pero minsan, pag nakuha mo yan early on, syempre, you're always not gonna win that gunfight. Pero it's gonna be important kung saan sila mag-drop early game. Kung Refinery mag-drop early game, then get a lot of kills. Pero move on to gonna be there.
Totoo yan, and you can now see bloody heads going to command post. At this time around, hindi sila sinabayan ng ibang mga teams. Kasi nung last week, if I'm not mistaken, day number 3 of last week, merong sumabay sa bloody heads. And looks like we're gonna have a really peaceful early game here. Beef, talagang seryoso na. Ito na, week number 2 na eh. At after ng week 2, week 3 na. After ng week 3, finals na. So, talagang konti na lang yung oras in order for you na, make bawi sa mga failures nyo nung nakaraang linggo. So, talagang ito na talaga, Beef.
Oo nga, make bawe dito, make tusok-tusok the fishballs of opportunities, diba? So, ito na nga, Icon, doing okay dun sa Bermuda game natin. Not the best, pero syempre they did get a bit of points. So, again, one of the people that you would want to see there is probably going to be one. But taking a look at the map right now, flying across. So, ayun, natanggal na. Sabihin ko dapat yung Bloody Heads, andun na, mukhang magrarak-rakan silang 3 teams dun.
Totoo yan, and at the same time, itong Refinery talaga, paborito to ng mga teams from either countries, Malaysia or Philippines man. They are always getting on top of these platforms because maganda yung height advantage dito from the south side ng ating mapa. And you could see there's a couple of maybe 3 teams coming from the south side na naglanding. So therefore, itong Overdose Esports, they can use that verticality, especially kapag dun pa yung circle. As you can see right now on the overhead view here, or yung bird's eye view natin, talagang hiwa-hiwalay sila. Wala mo na maglalaban. Parang planado ata to. It's all part of the plan, Beef.
I mean, honestly, with a team like that, meron kang plan A, plan B, plan C, and sila na magkahiwalay na ganun. Alam mo kasi nila na kung meron man silang mahitang team on the other side, yung communication nila sobrang solid. And kaya that's why tinong Geek Fam mo, medyo magkalayo din sila. Kasi alam nila, pag ganyan, this basically spreading out your information. And that's why you get to see a lot of those teams na magkakalayo na ganun. Kasi kung sila bunched up na, kunwari magkadikit lang, wala sila masyadong makagather na info. So yun yung trade-off niya. So kunwari yung isang team member nun, hindi makakuha ng, kunwari natalo sa gunfight, at least may option na pwede siyang i-revive.
Totoo yan, and Geek Fam dropping at the usual spot ng Vete Esports. Ito yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina pa. Vete Esports laging sinasabayan. This is their usual spot, yung Geek Fam. So they better think itong Vete Esports later on, once na makapasok na sila sa larong ito, they better have a different kind of drop point. Kasi nga, if they drop at the same time where Geek Fam is dropping, talagang mahihirapan sila makakuha ng puntos, and mahihirapan sila by week 3 kasi syempre, 3 araw na lang natitira for the league stage, and once you're out of that top 12, talagang out ka na dito sa liga na to. And fortunately, meron ka makukuha pa rin na prize pool. Kung nakita nyo yung kanina, may mauuwi pa rin sila, minimum around, if I'm not mistaken, 30k pesos, di ba?
Oo, madami pa rin yun.
Sumali ka lang dito, nag-qualify ka lang dun sa regional, may minimum 30k ka na, di ba?
Oo.
Saan ka pa?
Exactly, 'di ba? Wag ka na mag-school, wag ka na kahit ano mag-gaming ka na, mag-Free Fire ka na lang. Kung ayaw mo maging pro player ng Free Fire, mag-cast ka na lang Free Fire. But taking a look at this one, sobrang spread out pa. Medyo, especially with Kalahari, alam mo medyo mabagal talaga ang gameplay during the first half kasi everyone's finding their footing. Ang daming ang cover. So that's why taking a look over here, Jaboya takes a lot of these shots. Insane, going insane with the shots. Pero yun na nga, tinatamaan siya dito sa may kanan.
At unang dugo para kay Aries, mga kaibigan. And guys, this is 2 PH teams. Walang kabayas-bayas ha. Dapat hindi sila naglalaban.
Bawal yan, bawal yan. Alis na kayo, pumunta kayo sa kabila. Pero Icon versus B and H. So Bloody Head, syempre, medyo nahirapan sila kanina. I think na-out sila ng 8th place. So Icon, being in trouble right now as one goes down. Morgana, siya ang magbibigay ng information na okay, naka-down na isang player, time to go and spread out and try to get for the others.
Totoo yan, and the Bloody Heads, ito yung maganda sa Bloody Heads. Kapag ka naka-group up na sila, nakuha na nila yung loot na gusto nila, talagang may laban sila. Hindi yung kagaya nung nangyayari sa kanila before na may sumasabay sa kanila, dun sila natatalo. Pero now, they're up against Icon na sobrang aggressive, especially itong si Flame na buhay pa nga. They are actually 1 member out, so it's a 3v4 na meron tayo dito. And Morgana's trying to flank on the far left side ng ating screens, and on the far right side naman yung tatlong player nila. So it's a 1-3 split na ginagawa ngayon ng Bloody Heads. This is actually good, so that Morgana can actually scout. Masa-scout niya yung mga players ng ng Icon dito.
Pero nga lang si Morgana, na-spot na rin siya ni Man. So, it's either a give or take. So, kailangan maging careful talaga ni Morgana. Pero good for him na kaya niyang mag-back away from the situation. But now, speaking of, Shadow goes down. And yun ang sinasabi natin kanina, pag nahulog ka ng ganong kalaki, matadamage ka talaga. Pero buti na lang si Insane nandun for the pickup.
Right, and Geek Fam right now, ito na, nag-iinit na ang Geek Fam, mga kaibigan. Ito na ata yung araw para alisin ang blacklist sa number 1 spot, and Geek Fam has a plan here to defeat AKO Ligers. Hard to get, mukhang lumalapit na rin. Hindi pa pala natapos yung laban ng H2G at AKO Ligers kanina, and right now Geek Fam naman, who's the next challenger? Geek Fam it is, and Phaeton and Toby QTs, I think they're not ready for prime time here, Beat Mommy.
Oh, speaking of prime time, ito na nga ulit, Geek Fam versus AKO Ligers, ang rematch na gusto nating makita from a while ago. Phaeton goes down though, Zach na naman. Siya ang pinakamagaling na player at the moment. Now, 2 players down for AKO Ligers. Medyo mahirapan sila dito, especially na si Man nakakuha na ng pickup rin.
Uy, headshot sa ulo. Ito na nga sinasabi ko. Fikri, you will try that headshot sa ulo using that sniper, and na nga Dairen ay gumagapang na nga na parang sanggol, at si Jeboy, wah! Ay tumatakbo na nga papalayo, and this is gonna be the last member left here. AKO Ligers still nagsistruggle pa rin sila, men. And they're not able to, rack up those points para at least hindi sila kabahan by week 3, no?
Oo nga, hirap na hirap talaga sila. Pero yung Geek Fam, wala silang pake. Warning shot sa ulo, yun talaga yun. Na lagi natin, di ba? So, ang bilis talagang ma-flush out ng AKO Ligers. And now, the zone is gonna be closing down just a little bit. It's going to be at Bayfront. And now, you get to see H2G settled in over there na OTD cake, right across the distance. Magandang labanan yun.
Totoo yan. Sabi nga ng H2G, settle na kami dito, bro. We are now here in the middle of the circle, and at the same time, nandun rin yung red zone, so kailangan nila mag-ingat dito. Baka malaglagan ng bomba yung mga ulo nila. But right now, on the kill feed, Goku, nag-Kamiyami wave, sniper shot onto the side of WTG. And ito na nga yung push ng Orange Esports and Ribel. Mukhang galit na si Ribel. Naglabas na ng ng keyboard.
Naglabas na ng keyboard. Button smashing na siya ngayon. But again, putting the spotlight in Orange Esports, sila ang previously known as 4X-Men. Such a talented team that we really like to see from before. So medyo mahirap na ngayon kung ikaw ay ang nasa end of the barrel ng Orange Esports, because you know that they will win every single one. But let's take a look at Insane right now. H2G doing such a good job at basically keeping everyone away from them.
Totoo yan. Itong si tawag namin ni Paolo dito, crazy, insane, na ngayon ay nirarat-rat yung mga players na nandoon. Pero ito na nga, Prin, mga kaibigan. Ito na Prin si Ribel. Nasa Gedli mo na! Bakit di mo nakita? And right now, with that double vector magtanggol, able to eliminate si Pri. And Pri will be out of this game. And is there still a chance here? May chance pa kaya na ma-revive to? I'm not sure kung meron pa silang credits dito na mabili yung kanilang kakampi. Pero Kion Zla, majejebated na nga ni Jebat. And now the kill leader is Orange Esports with, I think, 5 if I'm not mistaken. At si No Name na naman ang natira. No Name needs more support here, Beef.
I was about to say, si No Name siya ang nagbubuhat para sa kanyang team right now. WTG down 3. And si Pre talaga, Pre, hindi mo naman nakita yun. Nasa harap mo na, nakadapa ka pa rin. And ngayon si No Name, he has the immense job of trying to bring up all of his teams. So ngayon, pag ikaw na natitira dito sa team mo, mag-isa, kailangan slow down, passive, play for points. And kung meron ka mang mahitang team na kunwari full stack, don't engage. Engage ka lang kung alam mo mananalo ka sa 1v2 situation or 1v1.
Exactly. At sabi nga nila, it takes 2 to tango. So kung wala kang kakampi, paano ka magtatango? No Name. Yun lang yun eh. Pero ito na nga yung ating bilog. Mukhang mag-update na nga tayo dito for our 3rd phase. And tingnan natin, Beef, kung saan to mapupunta. And there you have it. Maganda ang napili ng EWG together with Todak and H2G. Kailangan na nilang kumembot ng very, very light dun sa circle. But at the same time, baka ma-confuse din sila ng Geek Fam na darating doon sa eastern side ng circle. So this is a really good placement sa mapa by the two teams, EWG and Todak.
EWG though, medyo nakakatakot kasi makama-sandwich sila ng dalawang very giant teams na have been doing so well in the competition. But we are taking a look right now, EVD, Pin. 1 kill pa lang sila so far and si Pin pa lang ang naka-first blood sa kanila. So, again, a lot of pressure in these teams right now to go and rotate kasi yung circle magko-close in and medyo masakit na talaga yung damage nito.
Totoo yan. And Icon right now, 3 pa ang buhay sa kanila. Isa yung nawala sa kanila. We still have Flame. Si Flame talaga yung malakas sa Icon. Pero yun na nga, tinamaan sa likod. Itong si Mio. And that is because of bloody head Shanks. At Shanks naman ay mana-knockdown or mapapatay din si Pin on the kill feed. And debated naman si Jebat dito. Bakit ka pumasok sa bahay ko? Sabi ng script shots. Pero yun na nga lang, mag-isa na lang pala yung script shots. As you can see there, Shanks finishing off Pin, and that's a point here para sa... not yet finished, by the way. Still alive though here. Si Pin for Overdose Esports, so na-revive siya ng mga teammates niya here for Overdose. And Icon will get eliminated there, Beef.
Bloody Heads doing such an immense job at taking out Icon kasi wala silang cover whatsoever. They did not prioritize that. Enough for Umbrella as well. Maganda ng position nila, pero with the DVD right across them, medyo mahirap talaga yun to really just overcome. And now, Insane ulit. Aries only has 1 kill to his name. And now for you, you have Bloody Heads that have been doing such a good job here in Kalahari. So far, I like what I'm seeing from Bloody Heads. Ang galing nila mag-engage sa situation.
Totoo yan. But right now, it's PH versus PH. Civil war tayo, mga Lodi Bells. And right now, Morgana mukhang sabi niya, wag muna tayo magbarilan dito muna ako sa sulok at hawa ko muna ang katana ko. Pero right now H2G is trying to go for the push here together with Bloody Heads, but on the outside skirts ng ating zone we have here Jebat. Nako, wala na nga ang Orange Esports sa ating mapa courtesy of Todak. Matotodas na nga ang mga Orange natin. And right now look at the circle again, update na nga still at Bayfront. And we have Bloody Heads able to take control of that south side. Mukhang mahihirapan dito yung H2G na makapasok. And also at the same time, itong Overdose Esports kasi napaka-open ng western side ng circle.
Oh, walang contest whatsoever in the western side. And one more person that I was seeing dun sa mapa, yung na isang WTG player that will get the points. Imagine may mag-isa lang siya, pero ang dami ng placement points na nakuha niya. So that's how he's playing it to perfection. And now speaking of Geek Squad, right over here, Geek Fam, this squad has been doing such a good job here so far, getting 7 kills. All right, today's name, no, make it 8. There you go, triple kill for Furry.
Grabe naman yun, Geek Fam. 8 kills na nga sila. Again, that momentum coming from game number 1 going into game number 2. Talagang sobrang ganda na pinapakita nila. EWG tuwas, naglagay ng chronosphere mga kaibigan. Harap-harapang barilan na ginagawa nila dito. But Geek Fam will be able to take him out. And that's another kill for them. 9 kills na for Geek Fam. Pero yun na nga, PH versus PH tayo. Isang mawawala for Bloody Heads. At mukhang na-knockdown na nga doon si Aries ng granada ni Shadow. Ito na si Batman mga kaibigan. Bahala na si Batman sa H2G, and H2G will try to recover here. Napakaganda ng revive na yun, pero on the flip side naman, Todak versus Umbrella Reborn. It is a 2v3 situation. Ilagay mo na lahat ng glue wall mo, ikulong mo na ang sarili mo. Nandito na ang Todak and Pedro Carias mga kaibigan. Ay mananockdown na nga as Bloody Heads will get eliminated at 7th, and Todak finding it hard to actually push this compound.
Oh, Umbrella again. This team has been doing such a good job kasi nga, di mo ba nalaman, Spark? Ano nangyari? Di mo nakita nandun, tumalon din sa bintana. Baka nga, ito na nga, Umbrella, hanging on, healing up. iPants, anong magagawa mo? Isang kill for his name? Pero kailangan mong ma-eliminate 3 more.
That is right, and on the kill feed naman, Overdose Esports mukhang nakakapatay pa rin kahit nasa malayo silang lugar ng circle. Wala pa sila sa circle nga, and EWG Monito lang yung nasa loob, and still, Todak not able to actually push this small building na meron si Kaz at saka si iPants. Talagang 2-man strong talaga sila dito, but Dren! Ito na si Dren! Will try to go for the push as EWG will get eliminated in the process, and still one member is alive or actually 2 members are alive actually for UMB. Mukhang si Ames pa nga ang mawawala with the very very low HP. At itong si Exact, tingnan natin kung eksakto talaga ang tutok nito kay Spark. At Spark just waiting for the right time para mag-peak, pero yun na nga men, medyo mahirapan siya doon. They're gonna be gate kept by that team, and Spark will try to now go for the push, pero yun na nga, Man 04 will try to go for the sniping shot. At mukhang talagang binabantay niya lahat ng angulo dito, B.
Ang galing talaga ng angulo na Geek Fam basically has. So easy for them to just get everyone, especially with how much glue walls na meron sila. And now, si Fikri, feeling ko nakailang revive na siya, pangatlo na ata ngayon. Pero doesn't matter. Yun talaga yun. One more. Spark gets down Imando. Si Zach, bumuelo ng konti. Dalawang na natitira for Geek Fam.
When destroying everything all in his bag, at mananockdown na nga niya yung dalawa. That's Jay-Z and Aries. Gumagapang na nga para sanggolin. What a play there coming from Dren or Oren. Di ko alam kung anong name niya talaga. Ang labo,
di natin alam.
Pero yun na nga, OBD akap, mapapa-akap na nga sa ground. And right now, we're down to 3 remaining teams. Umbrella Reborn iPads, buhay pa nga together with Cass. Ang kukunat nyo, mga Lodi. And right now, we have OVD still alive and they can get another booyah here, Beef.
Grabe talaga. Overdose. Kailangan talaga nila mag-push, especially going up against Geek Fam right now. Geek though, sobrang galing nila. This squad has been performing so well. And even though they're down 1, ang dami na nakuha points. 16 points. And even though Umbrella Reborn eliminated, but it's good that they also have a lot of these points. Ito na naman si Oren, killing spree na naman.
And Fikri right now down to half HP. Suki ka na boy, huwag ka na madadown ha. Pero right now, Mano 4 and Dren is trying to actually bait them out from that building. Pero magandang ginagawa ni Dong 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 Dong. At sa Pin here, trying to go for the push here inside the house. Pero yun na nga, lumabas na nga sila ng bahay na yun. And Dong is the last member left. And Overdose will get obliterated at the end. And Geek Fam got their first booyah of week number 2. With so many kills. I think abot to ng 19 kills, Beef.
Sure yan. 100% yan. Sobrang galing talaga ng team na to kasi not only did they get a lot of these points, the kill points are crazy, pero getting the booyah as well, for sure, baka 20 plus points pa yan, maybe even 30 points already. So, again, sobrang galing talaga ng team na to kasi, ayun ko, it's just hands down, Geek Fam really wants to go for Blacklist International.
Totoo yan, and Geek Fam will try to get that, number 1 position. Iba talaga yung feeling kapag nasa number 1 ka. I'm not just talking about yung prize pool, but yung pride, Beef. Talagang sobrang proud ka sa sarili mo, and you can see there, sobrang saya nila, no? Hindi sila, nakangiti sila. Yung mga players ng Geek Fam, tuwang-tuwa. And again, looking back at the highlights, very, very idle moments yung nangyari nung una. Wala masyadong bakbakan, but starting at the 3rd phase of the zone, talagang ito na, nagbakbakan na ang ating mga players. Actually, first phase pa lang pala to. They were able to actually spot yung mga few players. Ito yung mga times na nagpipitas-pitas. AKO Ligers unfortunately ending up at 12th place. And ito yung si Pre, hindi niya nalaman na meron pala siyang katabi. And Rival, napakagandang push yun. Ginulat niya yung kalaban niya. And ito si Jebated, si Jebat, ng team ng Orange Esports. Orange Esports, man, maganda yung play nila. Ang problema lang talaga, no, Beef, they're not focusing on the objective, which is yung pagpasok sa bilog.
Hindi na in-update yung play nila from like the last time in Bermuda where they got a lot of points as well. Pero going inside yung circle nga natin, hindi sila pumunta doon ng maaga where you see Geek Fam. Nandun na sila. Sila yung team na nandun na pinakauna, was able to hold it down. Pero noong una nga akala ko mahirapan kasi sila. Pero if you give an opportunity like Geek Fam na pumunta doon sa loob ng circle ng maaga, game over na yun.
Totoo, game over for the teams na too soon kanina. Pero you can see the final moments here. Ang ganda ng placement ng mga players ng Geek. 1 actually got out of the building, and then 2 was trying to bait them para pumasok dun sa building na yun. And Geek Fam, again, getting that wonderful booyah here on match number 2 with so many kills. Pero babalik tayo dito sa planetang Neptune with our host, Neptune, the Gentleman Gaming.
Maraming salamat na ibang klase talaga. Na-excite ako sa shoutcasting ng ating mga tropa Beef Mami and Kuku TV. And also, kung ang nakita natin kanina sa laban. So earlier on the first match, hindi natin nakita nagbuya ang Geek Fam, but they were on number 1. This time, sila na nakakuha ng buya and as well as a lot of kills, and I'm pretty sure na sila yung lalabas on top. But nabanggit nyo rin kanina that they were early on the final circle, on the final safe zone. So I guess the early bird got the worm and the buya in there as well together with it. So diskarte. Pag-usapan natin diskarte. Will it work for other teams yung ginagawa ng Geek Fam that they go in onto this edge as well as they wait for the enemy, and how will they be able to counter that just in case they're on the other side? Let's start with you, Beef Ma'am.
Oh yeah, syempre, when it comes to Geek Fam, kasi alam mo na sobrang galing talaga na mechanically. If they are up for the challenge, they can take down multiple teams at once. And now, taking a look at it, Geek Fam with 31, sabi na nga ba, they will reach the 30-point club. 31 points. Baliktarin mo yun. Yun ang number 2, 13 points for Overdose Esport. And right below them, Umbrella Reborn. So 12. Neptune, ito ang tama na ginagawa ng Geek Fam. They choose their gunfights. They do so well when it comes to the aggression. Not only that, the objective of going into the circle early really just makes them have 31 points to their name.
Yeah, definitely, a lot of kills as well as that Booyah really brings you on the top. Pero, I mean, tanggalin natin yung Booyah points, yung placement points, they will still be on top. They will be followed by Overdose Esports, the ones who took the win from the previous match. And then Umbrella Reborn, sabi nga ni Kuku TV, napakahunat. Followed by Hard to Get, Tumutok, Bloody Heads is in there, number 6. Orange Esports, E-Wolves Gang will be there on number 8. WDG Expert Icon, Script Shots, and AKO Ligers, unfortunately, no points for them. Let's check out the overall standing after 2 matches of today. And there you go! Geek Fam taking over the reign of Blacklist International. But still, it's a close fight dahil 2 puntos lang ang kalamangan nila against Blacklist International. And Blacklist haven't played just yet. So malaki pang chance nila makipagbawian. And I think the next set would be the best way to do it dahil hindi pa rin magpapahinga ang Geek Fam. Nakapahinga na ang Blacklist. Nakakita na sila ng diskarte and they might be able to counter whatever Geek Fam is doing at this point. Now, on number 3, we have Tumutok, followed by Overdose Esports. A few of the teams na talagang aggressive dito sa unang laban natin na nakita ngayon. Hard to Get, also a team to be reckoned with, coming from the Philippines, moving their way up on the leaderboards. And then we have Axis Esports, E-Wolves Gang, Umbrella Reborn, Bloody Heads, Do Easy, Icon, Orange Esports, making up the top 12 from this match. But we'll have to find out how the rest of the teams will be able to move up, especially from Group C. But let's check out the MVP data right here. And I think ito makaklarify na Kuku TV Beef Mami kung ano ba talagang pangalan. This is Oren from Geek Fam taking 9 kills and oh my goodness, 3,263. If I'm not mistaken, this is the highest that we have. And then followed by Fikri. Talagang ito, Slayer to si Fikri with 5 kills. And then Geek Man 04 with 4 kills. And then Jibat from Orange Esports with 3 kills. Most of our MVP lineup is coming from Geek Fam. Really, talagang evident naman talaga na sila ang team na magte-take over for those matches. So, well, ngayon, magpapahinga na yung Group A. Group B, nandyan pa rin. Overdose, Geek Fam, AKO Ligers, Double TG, Umbrella Reborn, as well as Icon. Papasok ngayon ang Group C. Will there be anyone who might be able to counter Geek Fam? I'm going to ask it to you, Kuku.
Well, let's see kung madedecode ba yung Blacklist International. Kasi papasok na sila eh. They're actually the number 1 team and they want to be number 1. As a former Blacklist din kasi ako dati, di ba? So, gusto talaga ni Boss Strike na number 1 lagi ang Blacklist International. So, you can see that on other, game titles. Pero dito sa Free Fire, Blacklist International would want to get that number 1 spot back from Geek Fam. And let's see kung madedecode ba talaga ng Geek Fam itong Blacklist.
Yeah, I think they're back on track. They're trying to go for the comeback. Speaking of comeback, Beef Mami, Beta Esports, another popular name, and well, not just the Beta Esports, but the team itself. Do you think this is their chance to go and come back nga dito sa larong ito?
Ay, medyo mahirap yan kasi from AKO Ligers, medyo sila yung magka-same level ng skills, diba? But you know, speaking of skills, if you want to get a lot more skills here, take a look at the giveaways that we have today. 2 times the Lightning MP40 box. If you want to have a boost in your performance, ayan na, ang skins ay tutulong sa inyo. Obviously for me, pag naglalaro ako ng Free Fire, gusto ko, may skins yan, skins buff.
I mean, ibang klase kasi pag nakikita mo na, alam mo yon, kakaiba yung ginagamit mo na equipment compared to the others. And for you to be able to get your chance or actually to get that, all you have to do is stand by on the stream. Abangan nyo yung code na lalabas dito for this boxes. Once again, this is 2 boxes of Lightning MP40. So, hopefully, nagstay kayo dito from kung kakapasok nyo lang, no? Also, do like and share the stream, guys, para mas marami pa maapanood. And this is not limited. Well, it's only limited within the broadcast period. So, wag nyong kalimutan, guys, na pag lumabas yung code, screenshot nyo agad and ready din kami para mamaya pag nag-screenshot kayo, magpapapicture kami. Anyways.
Ready your post, Beef Mami.
Sorry, kukuhan?
Sabi ko, ready your post, Beef Mami.
Ready your pose. Oh, definitely,
last week kami ni Paolo B.
Sa PH broadcast, ano na yan, mandatory na yan. Ready na dapat yan. Pagdating ng code na post na tayo dyan. So, Beef Mami, welcome to the PH broadcast, and hopefully, lahat ready din, no? Na mag-abang, not just for the code, but also who will take the next Booyah into the game. Speaking of Booyah. So, next game, it is B and C. Another map of Bermuda. Kuku TV, Geek Fam is on the roll. Do you think they will be able to get another Booyah?
Medyo magbabago to, Neptune, kasi sabi ko nga kanina nung kalahari, yung drop nila is actually the same drop ng Vete. Sometimes medyo di ko lang alam kung ano yung gagawin ng Vete this time around. Baka baguhin na nila yung drop point nila. So let's see kung magiging ganun pa rin yung Geek Fam. Pero ang ganda ng momentum nila. They are not gonna rest. Unlike yung sa Group A, meron silang 2 games na rest, di ba? Papalitan sila ng Group C, so it's gonna be B and C right now playing. We have teams from Group A, kagaya ng Hard to Get na ngayon ay nasa number 5 na, Tumutok na nasa number 3, and also Script Shots and also EWG and Orange na lumalaban kanina. So they will actually rest for a while right now, pero itong mga teams from Group B, they have that momentum right now going in to the fight between Group C and B. And ito na nga, aalis na kami sa planeta mo, Neptune. So, see ya.
Yes. All right. So, take it away, casters, and take care sa flight.
Ayan. Maraming salamat.
Naiwan ko ticket ko,
Neptune.
Kuku. Paano na yan?
Ay, naiwan ko ba? Naiwan mo
Naiwan
or
ko.
ako?
Ako naiwan ko yung ticket ko. Paano na yan?
Hindi ko alam kung paano gagawin dito. Bahala na si Neptune.
Bahala na kay Neptune.
Oo, si Neptune. Pero yun na, match number 3, week 2, day number 1. Match number 3. Ang tanong ko dito sa'yo, Beef Mami, yung fatigue factor ba?
Yeah.
Magiging factor ba to for Group B?
Actually, yun na nga yung gusto kong sabihin. Either, number 1, there's 2 sides to the stick, diba? Either fatigue, that's a negative part, or meron kong yung momentum na sinasabi mo kanina. Feeling ko for Geek Fam, probably momentum. Pero they have to think about na kung anong play ang babagay sa kanila dito, knowing very well nandito ang number 1 team na Blacklist International.
Totoo yan. And Mars Electric, we have WTG and Ego Oblivions, Malaysia versus Philippines down on the south side. And you can see here, Beef, parang nasa edge ata itong sila Pre. No? Parang natakot ata sila at naunahan mag-drop itong Ego.
Oo nga, naunahan yung drop. Pero actually, one more thing na nakita ko, Shipyard, as you can see here, Axis and Vete Esports. Ito ang favorite drop ng Vete.
Goodness.
And if you are Axis Esports, alam mo dito mag-drop ang Vete. And with that in mind, not quite sure if that's the best play for Vete Esports. Looking at the southeastern side of the map, sobrang walang-wala. It is basically empty.
Totoo yan. And actually, meron ng standing. May record na kami ni Paolo Bian last week. 3-2 ang score. Lamang pa rin ang Axis when it comes to the hot drops between them at saka ng Vete Esports. And right now, Damon, hindi niya alam na may tao dito as he will get shotgun sa mukha ni Too Fast Gentleman Gaming. And right now, Chronosphere nilabas na nga para mabigyan siya ng kaunting shield dito. And Damon right now will use that TPP hanggang nandito na nga yung kasama niya, and they will get that first blood para sa laban na to between Vete and Axis, and this is really good for Vete Esports.
Yeah, Vete Esports, buti na lang si Damon medyo naging careful siya doon sa may poste. Buti na lang may poste doon. Kundi na-shotgun na siya sa mukha. Enough for Access, you're down one person. And kung ikaw ay lalaban dito sa, alam mong medyo mahirapan kasi Vete Esports is basically on fire right now. Neptune getting a lot of these shots. Kawawa naman si Neptune.
Oo nga, nag-host na, at ayun na nga, nadapa pa nga. Neptune, mag-shoutcast ka na lang, sabi nga ng Vete Esports. And right now, andito na nga sila Vegeta at si Cubs. And Vegeta right now, mukhang hindi na niya ma-final blast itong mga teammates niya. They will try to find a way to get out of the situation. And Forbid's goodbye, mapapag-goodbye niya kaya itong Vegeta at saka si Cubs ng Axis. And Axis, good day manager na kaya ang mangyayari sa kanya. Uy, blue wall, buti na lang nilagay niya doon sa harap niya. And let's go, will take him to half HP. At ito namin, I think this is it for Axis.
Yeah, mahirapan na. They have all the angles covered. Vete Esports has high ground, and also McRory, who's absolutely just aggressive. Grabe. Ayaw mo makita si McRory dito, pa hindi na nakita doon sa likod. Dito na nga, bumaksak na nga si McRory, not checking his corners.
And Damon right now will take that trade-off, and Cubs is still alive. Kaso nga lang, asan na yung respo nila? Let's go down to half HP, down to 7 HP left. Isang one-hit ka na lang, men. And right now, asan na yung isa nila? Let's go for bids. You're still alive here. But no! Cubs will get the knockdown, but there you have it. Vete Esports will survive at ang record ay 3 na nga between Vete and Axis.
Yun na nga, power of the palda. Ang galing ng response. Akala mo nga, bababa talaga. I feel like yung sobrang na-potato talaga yung shot ni Forbits kanina, pero doesn't really matter. Do Easy, not having the easiest time in this competition right now with Spade only having 1 kill. And now you're going up against AKO Ligers na medyo nahihirapan din sa competition na to.
Totoo yan, and Do Easy just waiting for AKO Ligers. Like yung mga fans natin na nanonood yun, nag-aantay sa code, guys. Yung code ay mamaya pa. Pero yun nga, Phaeton right now, able to spot one. Ito si Too Bad. Pero medyo mahirap to, no? Especially kung merong Do Easy na nasa ibang angulo. Pero looks like hindi. It's going to be a 4v2 situation here. Or actually, 3v2 rather. Para sa team ng AKO and the team ng Do Easy. But then again, si Dairen ay mare-revive na nga at the same time. So it's gonna be a 4v2 now. Asan yung isang teammate nila? Beef, itong Do Easy.
Mukhang nawawala. Medyo ang lakas na nga ng ulan dito sa amin. Sobrang naririnig ko siya from the background. Akala ko gunshot siya coming from AKO Ligers and Do Easy, pero hindi, ulan na. So kung ako ay nawalan ng internet, alam mo na Kuku TV. But anyway, so going in here sa Mill, it's gonna be very hard. Do Easy, not at the very prime position. As you can see here, Phaeton can actually apply so much damage.
And right now, Toby QTs, nagpupusya nga siya dito, pero di siya ready. Doon sa bala ng Do Easy, and Jesbu right now, just trying to go across that glue wall, pero at the same time, Phaeton ay mananakdown na ni Spade si taas. And that's a triple kill for Do Easy, and Dairen na lang ang natitira. Wala pa siyang kagamit-gamit, kaka-revive lang sa kanya. And if I am AKO Ligers, dapat inantay nila si Dairen na makarecover at makakuha ng gamit instead of pushing them right away.
Exactly. And yun yung mistake so far ng AKO Ligers, that they're going there one by one para hindi sila masyadong naka-comms with one another, kasi ang ganda na nga ng push nila, ang ganda na nga ng positioning, pero for some reason, natalo pa rin dun sa gunfights na yan. But take a look at this, si Twinkle. Naka-twinkle-twinkle lang siya dito sa may pader na to. Just very
sabi niya,
slowly.
How I wonder what you are, yung pader. Pero yeah, Ego Oblivions, kung titingnan mo yung statistics nila, Beef, they are one of the teams na mababa ang kill points. And if you see on a different perspective, dapat kasi i-balance out mo yung rank points mo and yung kill points mo in order for you to be in that top 12. So the difference maker here for Ego is that they have to kill as many as possible here in week 2 and week 3 para at least makabawi na sila. Pero siguro it's part of the plan na focus muna sila for the first few weeks, first couple of weeks rather, na mag-rank points, and then maybe later on in week number 3 talagang balagbaga na, parang alam mo yun, PH gameplay na talaga yung gagawin nila.
I mean, sobrang ganda talaga ng point na sinabi mo. Kailangan balance talaga yung points. Skill points and also placement points. And for Ego, if you're going to be that passive in the early game, wala ka talagang makuha na points. And yes, there's a good time to be passive. Pero kailangan, alam mo yung timing kung kailan gusto mo mag-engage, kung gusto mo maging aggressive at gusto mo maging passive. And now, speaking of ITX right now, it's going to be very hard for them to take a lot of piece points. Alam mo, tactical index, medyo nahirapan talaga sila when it comes to the standings in week 1. But hopefully, this time, even though with just three players in their name, sana makakuha sila ng break dito.
And look at the teams right now. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams on the northwest side sa labas ng bilog. Pero ito na nga, si Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, mag-isa na lang pala siya dito with ITX, Tactical Intex. Isa sa mga teams right now na kailangan talaga pumuntos. Pero Twinkle, tamang tingin lang siya. Sabi niyo sa mga ITX, hi, dito lang me. Mamaya na ako.
Here na me, where na you, nandito na kami. Filipino time, late daw sila. But yun, take a look here, Umbrella. Alam mo, na-surprise ako dito sa team na to. I mean, sobrang ang dami na take down na sobrang galing na teams in the other maps. But now, they're taking shots. Medyo mahirap na yan kasi they are up against the one and only Geek Fam.
Totoo yun. And Umbrella Reborn, iPants is currently knocked down and looks like the Geek Fam, talagang galit na galit ang Geek Fam ngayong araw na to. Ano ang nakain nyo? Sana same tayo ng kinain, pero right now, error. Right now, will try to fire a shot onto Oren, and Oren right now, nasa likod lang ng glue wall. Putting the pressure is Kaz here. And right now, lapanan ng glue wall to min. Glue wall party, baby. And right now, Oren will try to back out for a bit here and will try to regroup with his teammates.
Now, regrouping is going to be very essential just because you have the numbers advantage at the moment. And now, going up against Geek Fam, yan ang kailangan mo. Kailangan lamang ka when it comes to the numbers. Good thing si Ajat, sir. Umaalis siya, especially with that. Pero buti na lang, hindi siya na-tot na kaya ng isang team ito, Geek Fam. All alone, right there.
At mukhang sasabog pa nga doon si Ejat Sir, and Ejat Sir will try to get out of that vehicle. And right now, ito na nga, iPads buhay pa rin. Hindi alam ng Geek Fam na meron pa buhay doon sa likod. Pero Geek Fam Fikri, ay may na-knockdown na nga. Error! Ito na yung error na ginawa mo. And iPads will be the last member. And there you go. Umbrella Reborn will get easily defeated by Geek Fam. And again, Beef, Geek Fam, galit na galit. Gustong manakit. Balagbagan ang ginagawa nila ngayon.
Gustong manakit. Tapos, actually, sobrang lagkit talaga ng bala nila, no? Parang it's like they don't miss. Sobrang ganda talaga ng aim nila. So, that's gonna be very difficult because once they do see Blacklist International somehow within the circle, which I will for sure know 100%, mainit na mainit sila. Akala natin either ma-fatigue sila or may streak sila, and now it looks like they are having a streak. And maybe it's because wala sila masyadong competition here so far. But right now, Vete Esports versus Blacklist International versus Do Easy as well. Ito na nga ang laban na ating hinihintay.
Ito na ang triple threat match na ginahanap natin, mga kaibigan. Blacklist International. Ito na si Phoenix Bakat, mga kaibigan. Bumabaril na nga dito sa side ng Do Easy as the circle gets shrinked again, and it will focus on Pochinok and Mars Electric. Tamang barilan lang sa malayo ang ginagawa nila ngayon. But on the kill feed, we have Geek Fam again. Nako, sila ata ay mananak sa play zone.
Yep, the zone going out. Taking a look at that. Sobrang huling-huli na talaga dito sa play zone. And now, 3 out of 7 circles here so far. Now, Mars Electric is going to be that safe heaven for every single one of these teams. And not only that, Geek Fam, sobrang may inahasikaso pa silang laban outside of the zone. Mahirap yun kasi pagpasok mo dito, Blacklist International at Vete Esports, silang mag-greet sa inyo pagpasok nito. Now, Vete Esports, medyo mukhang delikado to kasi isang grenade wala na sila.
At sasabihin din nila, welcome to Pochinok. Pero actually, itong Vete Esports, ang pangit ng position nila, nadeable to.
May akong line for that. Welcome to the Black Parade. Kung yung Blacklist International ang mag-greet sa kanila.
Hashtag break the code. Pero ito, zap no, mga kaibigan. Uy, akala ko sa ibang bang-bang ka, pero nandito ka na sa Free Fire. Right now with that grenade launcher, able to destroy 2 players. Let's go, and Makrori, and actually everyone of Vete. Is it everyone?
Almost everybody. Hindi pa tapos ang laban dito. And now Blacklist International with just 1 more player. No, 2 more, Forbeds and Daymoon. But then buti na pick up sila. But then they are stuck in a corner right now. Blacklist International, sobrang solid ng depensa. Sobrang solid ng aggression nila. They are winning every single one of these gunfights at the moment.
No.
Oof. Aray.
Napakasakit nun. Para sa Vete Esports, they were stuck there. Step bro. Yun na nga,
Washing
mga
machine,
kaibigan.
na-stuck sila sa washing machine.
Oo, na-stuck doon sa ilalim ng table. Pero yun nga mga kaibigan, ito na yung mga teams na natira. We still have Do Easy. Ang ganda nung ginawa ng Do Easy, di sila engage.
Yep.
It was a triple threat matchup between them, Blacklist and Veta Esports. But right now, Geek Fam, headshot sa ulo mga kaibigan para kay one ng Team Icon. And looks like they're gonna get Mars Electric to their name now. And ang magiging na lang nila, threat na lang nila is ITX, and I'm for sure na
That's not that much of a threat.
magiging madali ito, hindi to threat for Icon, right?
But I mean, at the same time, we thought Umbrella wasn't going to be a threat, but then they've been popping off ever since a while ago. So anything can happen with any of these teams. And even though hindi sila masyadong magaling nung first week, second week, like we keep saying, it's a different story. So hopefully, ibang team ang makita natin ngayon sa side of ITX.
Totoo yan. And ITX, siguro ito na yung tinatago nilang lakas, yung 100% lakas na hinahanap natin from ITX. And tingnan natin kung masasabihan nila ng ibang teams ng mahinang nila lang. Pero ito na nga, mga kaibigan, Blacklist International, Do Easy, naglalaban na nga yung triple threat matchup, naging singles matchup na nga dito. And right now, Do Easy, Jembal, trying to go for the push. Grenade launcher for Phoenix, bakat! At bumakat na nga sa pagbumuka ni Spade. And there you go, another one bites the dust, and Do Easy is down to 3 remaining players. Pero ito na Phoenix, tamang uzi-uzi lang sa loob ng bahay. And right now, nilabas pa ang fan, mukhang magpamalo pa nga ng kawali. Pero ito na nga, Do Easy, dinaanan lang ng Blacklist International.
Ayun na nga. Feeling ko, nagiging quiet lang ang Do Easy ngayon kasi alam nila medyo mainit ang Blacklist International ngayon. And now still looking at Icon versus ITX. Wala pa rin. Medyo stalemate pa rin nangyayari dito. Pero nakita natin si Flame. Medyo umaangkarakada na dito sa one and only place that you can be safe. Just back away. Right behind the compound.
Totoo yan. And overdose. Actually, may overdose din pala dito sa Mars Electric. So it's a three-way battle also dito sa side na to. Ego naman from the Philippines, they are really so passive. And right now, AimJ at JC Jacob na lang ang natitira, and overdose nagpupush na nga dito. It's gonna be a 3v4 or 4v2 situation as Feitan on the kill feed knocks off itong si Phoenix Bakat with that, or si Zapno rather, with that grenade launcher. At si Dadad, here is Stepdad here. Oh, Stepdad with that ego elimination. And Overdose Esports also, man, Beef Mommy, isa sa mga teams din na nagpapakitang gilas ngayong araw na to.
Oh, Stepdad with a slap on the face, and that's how they like it. And right now, ITX taking a lot of these shots as well. Icon, yun na nga, Blacklist International down 1. So that's going to be a really big loss for them. And Sayad going to be the only angel for his team that can go and make a difference. But at this point, going up against one more, oh, that's going to be very hard. Full stack kasi yun. And now, ITX going down bad.
Ito yung problema ng ITX. Objective is the key, and they're not able to get that objective. And right now, Icon is still live here. Flame together with his teammate, si Man. Icon Flame ay mananockdown ng Man na lang ang natitira. No Man is an island. And right now, yun na nga, men. Binangga pa nga! What a disrespect there. Coming from Akap, inakap niya yung motorsiklo ni Akap. And right now, Blacklist International still alive. Nag-push na nga yung AKO Ligers. Toby Cutie still alive there. Pasok lang doon sa loob. Pero Black Lux GZ ay mapapatay na nga niya. Feitan will actually get Blacklist International out dito sa laban na to.
Not yet out. Triple kill right now for Feitan. AKO Ligers finally finding their footing right now. Yun na nga, si Pindo. Sobrang konting kembot na lang kaya na makukuha na isa pang shot. And now taking look, 1 down. 2 more to go.
At buhay pa nga, the Filipino dream is still alive, mga kaibigan. It is gonna be between these two teams. Overdose versus AKO Ligers. Dalawa na nga lang na natitira si Stepdad at si Dang. Mamamatay ka na, Feitan will actually get dropped instead. 3v2 situation. So many glue walls being used right now, Beef.
Glue walls galore. Ito na nga ang glue wall haven. At sobrang paborito talaga nila ang gamitin ito, especially at open spaces at the moment. Toby Cutie is getting one. Munti ka na siya ma-down ng konti. Joyendo gets one more. There you go. Overdose Esports eliminated. And finally, we get to see it. Shining very bright. Bumalik na nga ang aeroplano dito. Ang nagwawagi. AKO Ligers. Sobrang galing ang nangyari dito. Especially from that comeback. Coming in from the very terrible past 2 games. This is the break that they needed.
Ito na talaga eh. It's the time for the PH teams to get booyahs, man. AKO Ligers able to get that victory once and for all. Ito na yung yung wall na na-break nila, and most likely, Beef, I'm for sure na magiging consistent na to going forward, but let's see later on. Pero kita-kita natin, no, talagang medyo na-stress ata yung nasa lower left portion natin isang player. Talagang nahilo ata siya sa nangyari. Pero ito na, highlights of match number 3. We could see here yung first blood coming from Ego actually. Pero yung matchup ng Vete Esports saka Axis, again, 3-3 ang record. Wala pa rin papatalo dito sa dalawang teams na to. Almost Vete Esports was able to get eliminated, but again, the clutch play come from Daymoon and Let's Go. And ito na nga yung Geek Fam, talagang ganda ng pinakita nila doon. Ang problema lang talaga is nagpatagal sila sa blue zone.
Yun lang, diba? That's why it's important to really just have that balance. If hindi sila nag-engage up against that team that they were going up against, medyo, actually nakalimutan ko ng team yun, they probably would have had enough time to go into the zone and to just really place themselves in a good manner, and they kind of paid the price. Yes, they got a lot of those kills, but the placement points, medyo masakit yun na hindi nila nakuha.
Sobrang sakit nun, and nakita nga natin doon kanina yung Blacklist International. It was Phoenix na kanina pa hot. And you can see here, Stepdad going for that sniper shots onto the side of Ego Oblivion. So, again, by that time, alam na ng Overdose kung paano tatapusin to. Pero again, with AKO Phaeton able to eliminate Blacklist dun sa may higher side ng hill, they were able to actually get that momentum going to the last moments of the game para ma-defeat yung mga players ng Overdose Esports, getting that booyah for their team. And again, maganda to for AKO Ligers. This will probably get them out of that bottom 12 actually ng overall standings. Pero ito, nagbabalik tayo sa planetang Neptune kasama si Neptune.
Ayan, maraming salamat Kuku TV, and I'm really happy to see kung ano yung naganap dito, no? AKO Ligers was able to get back on track. Nakita natin kanina, sabi nga ni Beef Mami, that they were in a rut on the first 2 games, but they were able to come back in here on match number 3. And going back to what happened to Geek Fam, they were in a momentum, no? Ang ganda ng momentum nila, but that final moment na naipit sila sa labas, it's such a disappointment. Going over to you, Beef Mami, what do you think is will this break the momentum ng Geek Fam, or what do you think might happen to Geek Fam right now after that?
Well, yung mistake nila ngayon really just cost them. They were having such a good first half of the game, and medyo na-caught up sila dun sa engagement nila. Medyo nahirapan sila dun. Kaya hindi sila nakapush going into the final circles. And now, you get to give teams like AKO Ligers that was having such a hard time nung game 1 and 2 to finally get that booyah. Not only that, getting a lot of these kills. Actually, medyo na mas na-surprise ako sa Blacklist International, pati sa Vete Esports. Sobrang, they were off the map.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. And well, again, it's more of what happened to most of the top teams, and kaya yung ibang mga teams talagang they were able to shine really for this game. Now, we keep talking about consistency and Overdose, no? Talagang consistent sila. They might not have able to got the booyah for that match, pero what do you think will it still be consistent for the side of Overdose, Kuku TV?
Well, to answer that question, bago natin sagutin yun actually, tingnan muna natin yung standings, no? We have AKO Ligers getting that booyah, getting total of 21 points here in match number 3. And men, to answer that question, Overdose Esports, ang masasabi ko lang sa kanila, they picked their fights well. Talagang nagabang lang sila dun sa may bandang south side ng Mars Electric. And they didn't really engage nung nag-engage yung ibang teams. And then they just went for the kill at the very end of that game. Unfortunately, talagang mas maganda lang yung position ng AKO Ligers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, very tactical nga yung ginagawa ng Overdose Esports, no? Hindi sila basta-basta pumapasok. But speaking of pagpasok, no, tingin nyo kaya with this win, with this booyah coming from AKO Ligers, taking 21 points, is this their chance para makapasok sa top 12, Beef Mami?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I hope it is, pero it's kind of not likely kasi of the points that they had from the past 2 games. I feel like it may not be enough. 21 points is a big deal, yes, but consistency is also very good. Geek Fam, they were pretty consistent. It's just like that one little hiccup that they experienced. But you know, speaking of experience, a lot of these boys right now on the screen has definitely a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely. No, speaking of these teams, no, two of each from AKO Ligers and Blacklist International. Faten in there as our MVP with a total of 5 kills and 2,586 on the damage. Si Zap naman dito, no, 5 kills as well and 2,511. Si Toby QTZ from AKO Ligers, 4 kills and 1,000 damage. And Phoenix, 1-9 in the damage and 4 kills. Now, Match 3 is over. We are now heading over for our next match. This is match number 4 and it will be done in Kalahari. But I'm pretty sure, no, yung mga teams na natin dito, pati mga viewers, yan, alam kong sa sobrang init, sobrang excitement nila panonood, no, they need to get a breather and we're going to get that in a bit. But, guys, no, sa mga nandito, you can take a rest but keep those screens on us dahil baka ma-miss nyo ang isa sa pinakaabangan ng mga viewers natin dito. And well, I don't want to spoil it but alam ko naman, no, nabanggit nga ni Kuku TV na maraming nag-aabang sa mga sorpresa na ibibigay ng Free Fire. But anyways, this is week number 2, day number 1 of the MCP Majors Season 3. And hopefully, guys, for those of you who haven't shared the stream just yet, hopefully you're doing it right now. Do it while we are on break because there's a lot more that going to see. Baka ito na yung tsansa na makita natin ang mga tropa natin dito na mabaliktad ang sitwasyon, especially on the leaderboards. Once again, I am Neptune the Gemman Garcia. Together with me is Beef Mami and Kuku TV. Now, excited na ba kayo? Beef Mami and Kuku TV. I like to get a unanimous, parang unanimous shout. Are you excited for the second half of the MCP Major Season 3?
Heck yes!
Akala ko, parang game ka na ba? Game na.
Game na.
Let's go! And we're going to go for a break. See you in a bit.
Can they address the board? Some of the most dangerous players, even radicals. Yes, from the back, but it won't be. Set a gameplay from the side. Oh my lord! aggressive for some of the most dangerous players. Even radicals, yes, from the back, but it won't be. Center gameplay from the side. Oh my lord!
Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat at nagbabalik tayo sa ikalawang yugto ng ating Week 2, Day 1 ng MCP Major Season 3 kung saan kanina nakita natin ang tatlong laban, no? Tatlong matches kung saan nakita ang mga koponan kung sino ang talaga maaalamang when it comes to the leaderboards. Now, kami nga pala ang inyong host and casters. Ako, ang inyong lingkod, Neptune the Gem Garcia. Kasama natin ang mga malulupit na shoutcaster, Beef Mami and Kuku TV. And Beef Mami, what do you think will we expect naman dito sa second half ng laban?
Ay, ito na. Ito na yung pinaghihintay natin na moment na, okay, are we gonna see a lot of these teams who were struggling a while ago finally pick up the pace dito? Nakita natin yun, AKO Ligers having their first booyah of the day, finally getting 21 points. Or yung Geek Fam, alam ko, tapos na sila. So they're done, tapos na for today. But you have teams like Blacklist International and also for Vete Esports that we'd like to see. Will they pick up the point? Malalaman natin.
Yeah, definitely. Malalaman natin yan. No? And Kuku TV, kanina nga napag-usapan natin na may mga koponan na talagang natanggal sa kanilang momentum. Will that still be the case for this second match of this game of tonight?
Well, titingnan natin yun, no? Actually, Beef, yung Geek Fam meron pa isang laban. So Group B still has one more game left. So we have Overdose still there, AKO Ligers, WTG Expert, Umbrella Reborn, and Icon. But again, for the teams naman na kakalabanin nila, again, this is Group B and C. Group B must make a mark here dito sa fourth match natin. Kasi after this match, wala na, pahinga na sila and they will be replaced by Group A, which is yung team ng mga Toda, Hard to Get, which can be a threat for them when it comes to the overall standings.
And speaking of sa mga inaabangan ng mga tropa natin dito, nandito na nga ang ating code. And para sa amin, guys, para sa inyo, all you have to do is type that in the game. And also, guys, you can also take a screenshot and share it. So, screenshot in 3, 2, 1. Okay, sana another one, baka kung sakali. 3, 2, 1.
Burger ka sa akin, Neptune.
Binurger natin si Neptune. Siya yung nasa gitna. Tayo ang buns.
Anyways, guys, there you have it. The code for the Lightning Box. MP40. So hopefully you were able to get that code. Share it to your friends para mas maraming makuha. No? And it's not limited to just a few person. Lahat na mag-enter ng code will get those boxes. And also, it's only limited. Now, when it comes to limitation, limited within the game stream. So do it right now. And we're going to start the game in a few seconds. The expectation has been set. Some teams has already broken out of their comfort zone as well as their position. Hopefully, ito na ang simula talaga ng pagbabago para doon sa kalahating punto, sa kalahati ng ating leaderboards and mabaliktad na ang sitwasyon. So, we'll have to find out in a bit as we jump in onto the flight. This is match number 4 and casters do take it away.
At ito na nga, pasok! Nauli kami, Neptune, maraming salamat dito sa planeta mo. Tapos na ang aming misyon at lilipad na kami sa mapa ng Kalahari. And Beef, the last game for Group B. Again, kailangan nilang magpakitang gilas dito at talagang pumuntos.
Grabe, nakalimutan ko nga na may isa pang game kasi sobrang grabe talaga yung bakbakan dito. And for Keep Fam, ang dami na ng points na nakuha kanina sa game number 3 natin. Not only that, highest points sila nung game number 1 and 2. So even though yes, hindi sila masyadong ganado nung game number 3, hanggang ngayon, tignan natin kung downward slope ang kanilang mararanasan.
Totoo yan. And actually guys, again, sa mga nag-aantay ng code dyan, meron na kanina. So hopefully, na-screenshot nyo kami na binaburger namin si Neptune. At sabi nga nung isang commenter sa ating live stream, sana daw si Beef Mami na lang ang ipamigay. Kaya
Wow!
ka pa doon?
Wow! Sige sir, pwede naman, pero kailangan bigyan mo ako ng 5,000 ewan ko, di ko alam eh. Parang di ko alam kung paano mag-respond sa ganun eh, burger. Oo, na burger na galing McDo. Ay, hindi,
Grabe
yung
ka,
Jollibee. Yung
Ah,
Jollibee,
Jollibee ba?
crispy chicken
Yeah.
sandwich ng Jollibee.
Ay, masarap yun. Natikman ko na yun. And anyways, we have here the drop points rather ng mga teams natin, Group B and C. And you can see right now, Vete Esports is... I'm not sure where they are right now. Di ko sila makita. Ayun.
Okay. Ayun. Finally, different map ang kanilang dinrapan. Buti na lang kasi alam mo na hindi sila mananalo doon sa usual spot na they go and drop in. Pero buti, medyo malayo ang kanilang nilalabanan. But then Oren goes down. Just a very fast takedown. Still needs to go in for the pickup of 4 bits with a beautiful Palda. Tries to get one more shot from far away.
Ang ganda ni Forbids, men.
Yan ang dapat ipamigay.
Ang macho ng kanyang karakter na nakapalda. Pero yun nga, Geek Fam versus Vete Esports. We've seen this one before, but at the same time, makakakuha ng revive itong player na na-knockdown nila. So Geek Fam will be able to get that reset na kailangan nila. And coming in that match number 3, they were able to get eliminated early. Kasi nga, nag-commit sila na mag-push dun sa team na nilabanan nila nun. Pero this time around, I think they will get beaten by Vete Esports with that nade. Napakaganda naman nun coming from Let's Go.
Nasty grenade from Let's Go, and now he can do the job. Finally seals the deal. One more down for Geek Fam. Medyo, eto na, umiinit na nga ang laban against Vete Esports. One more they need para... But honestly, if you have one person down from Geek Fam, hindi siya masyadong masakit for them kasi alam mo, 3v4 situation, kayang-kaya nila yon. So kailangan nila talagang butasan ng depensa ngayon ng Geek Fam.
And right now, Geek Fam down with 1 player. So this is gonna be a big advantage for Vete Esports. Pero ang magiging problema na dito is, yung Geek Fam, tinatake nila yung mga higher grounds like what you see right now. Ito si Exact. Talagang eksaktong ang lugar niya dito. Eksaktong rin ang mga tutok niya doon sa side ni Macrory. And Macrory will be forced na mag-push dito sa may right side naman ni Exact. And itong mga teammates niya coming from Geek Fam has a really good vantage point in order for them na makita itong mga players ng Vete Esports.
Isang granada lang ang kailangan niya para mapatumba ang Vete Esports. And now, they're moving in as a group, but 4 bits will definitely be in there for the defense, which is taas ng bato. So that's a really good vantage point to really go see where the rest of the Geek Fam is.
And right now, Vete Esports just planning on going for the push. Kaso nga lang, nasaktuhan doon si Exact and isama mo pa si Oren. And right now, Fikri is running like a chicken away from Vete Esports. And walang masyadong cover to, Beef Mami. It's gonna be Fikri. Hawak-hawak niya ang kanyang gitara. Kaya sa kanya, ito na nga yung vehicle na kailangan niyang gamitin in order for him to bail out. And what a bailout there coming from Fikri.
Good play from Fikri kasi alam niya hindi talaga siya mananalo dun sa situation na 3-4 na kakalabanin mo na galing Vete Esports. So the most that you can do, like nung nakita natin kanina from Ego, that will be a good play going into the play of just going in for the points. So a lot of the placement points already coming in from Fikri, pero umiikot-ikot pa rin siya with the car, and it's gonna be hard kasi Ego and Icon are just right around the corner.
Totoo yan. Icon can easily see itong si Fikri, especially na nasa may higher ground sila, pero ito na yung plano ni Fikri. Siguro nag-uusap-usap pa sila ng mga teammates niya, ano ang plano, master, and ito na nga, Fikri will try to, maybe park the pickup truck here. But on the other side, we have WTG right now. Kalaban nila yung Umbrella Reborn, and Umbrella Reborn right now is getting eliminated here 1 by 1. And Umbrella Reborn here now will try to go for that trade-off here Tatlo laban sa apat mga kaibigan. WTG. Uy, actually no name, walang pangalan. Wala ka nang pangalan, down ka pa. It's gonna be really hard for WTG na makabawi dito for Umbrella Reborn.
Now, Umbrella Reborn needs to get one more just to get rid of the whole team right now. Umbrella Reborn though, Ejatzer having 0 kills, pero buti na lang, nandun sila as a team. So it's a good thing na bunch up together sila, pero everyone else from WTG running away, and that's a good thing for them. Kind of like what we saw a while ago from Geek Fam, they just need to go and play for placement points and find another strategy to go in there very passively. And now that's a good deal for them. Dooeasy going to be right above the horizon, but it's going to be just one more team. Overdose Esports tries to go in there for one last game for them to go and make a difference.
At si Kian Zla ng WTG, really good bailout from him. Tamang delivery muna ng Shopee ang ginagawa niya. Pero uy, Axis Esports surprisingly getting eliminated very early sa ating laban na to. And I'm not so sure, di ko na nakita sa kill feed kung sino naka-defeat sa kanila. But Blacklist International, oh, it's Dooeasy. So what a surprising elimination there. And you don't see Axis Esports na ganun lang, Beef.
Exactly. For them to go down that early up against a team that has been struggling in the competition, always being in the middle of the pack, that is a good chance. Plus yun nga, nasa taas sila ng boulder, which gives him a really good vantage point. And kung sino nasa baba sa kanila, that's Blacklist International. And now for them to go up against Blacklist early on, alam mo medyo nahirapan talaga ang Blacklist, that is a big deal.
Yeah, that is a really big deal indeed. And too bad right now, meron siya nakikita dito sa may bintana. Ang lalaki sa bintana, mga kaibigan, na hindi na nagpakita. And right now, going on the second phase of the zone, saan kaya mapupunta ang ating bilog? Earlier, it was around Bayfront area. It is indeed still the same as Blacklist International takes the middle of the circle.
Ayun nga, nasa puso na ng circle ang Blacklist International. Very good, honestly, really good recovery from a while ago. So that's a good thing na they didn't really give anything away. So one more chance for them to go in for the break. And now everyone else gonna flush into the circle. Ego though, they're gonna have a hard time kasi over them nandun na sila.
And right now, overhead view naman tayo, bird's eye view with Ego Oblivions. And ito yung kailangan ng Ego Oblivions. They need to be more aggressive. They need to get those kills as they get one kill na dito. And Aim J will get taken down. Marirevive agad-agad siya ng kanyang teammate. And Pin will try to far back dito naman sa Ego. And Ego, again, kailangan nyo maging aggressive. At least kung meron silang sasakyan, no? Kung na-knockdown nila yung isa, pwede nilang i-push to. Pero yun nga lang, wala silang sasakyan dito. They only have that compound na meron sila. And Dadad, Stepdad, mga kaibigan, tamang sniper lang dito sa Gedli. And Ego Oblivions will back off for a bit here.
Ego Oblivions backs off just a little bit nga. And then now we need to see Overdose try to make a play. Kasi medyo nahirapan sila dito sa position na to na nasa higher ground kasi ang Ego Oblivions. So they definitely do have the upper hand. But now they're backing away from a situation na okay yan. Kasi alam nila pag lumapit sila, sila naman ang magiging prey dito from the Predators. Ego Maisan still tries to go and take the shots. Pero si Pin, di niya alam na nag-back away na pala sila sa situation.
Totoo yan. And Dooeasy right now, just using this mountain na meron sila. And I've seen this one from last week. Again, sobrang gamit na gamit to, itong area ng refinery. Especially dun sa pinakataas talaga ng refinery. And right now, Icon, Mio, tamang ronda lang dito. Parang tanod lang sa barangay.
Barangay tanod.
Si Mio. Nagbabantay mga kaibigan. Rumoronda kung meron bang batang hamog sa Gedli. Pero yun nga, too bad. Mukhang napapansin niya at naririnig din niya yung vehicle ng team ng Icon. But right now, AKO Ligers going for that sniping battle against another Filipino team, Beef. Again, ito yung mga moments na ayaw natin, especially here in the Tagalog broadcast.
Alam mo yung konti na nga lang yung mga Filipino teams, tapos medyo nahirapan na nga sila. Tapos the fact that they have to go against each other, medyo mas masakit talaga siya. So now, VT Esports going away, trying to smooth off into the very lovely McLaren. But it's a good thing they are able to get away safely. But they are on fire. If AKO Ligers, they're making a lot of noise at the moment. Medyo mahirapan sila kung di nila matake itong battle na to.
And VT Esports really good with rotation. Ito yung nagustuhan ko sa kanila from that MCP Major last year. And talagang nagpapabawas talaga sila sa blue zone in order for them to get to their objective. And that's what I like about them. Ang pinaka-challenge talaga nila nung una. Pero yun nga lang, bago nga lang tayong mag-continue doon, WTG Kian Sla ay mapapatay na nga, tinaga pa nga sa likod mga kaibigan ang kanyang kalaban, and the circle will update one more time. Still at Bayfront. Ito na ata yung meta ngayon, no? Bayfront Circle sa Kalahari.
Oo nga, pangalawang Bayfront circle na natin to for today. And now, they need to go and find a way to make the same play but at the same time be unpredictable as well. And now going in their Icon, going up against such a strong team for the moment. Icon gets one more kill, so that's a good thing. Heals up as well.
And right now, healing galing mga kaibigan ng Icon dito. Nabawasan sila, and AKO Ligers still fighting against Vete Esports. Makrori doon sa kill feed mga kaibigan ay mananockdown din at the same time. AKO and Vete, tamang palitan lang ng bala dito. Phaeton and Dyren, buhay na buhay pa rin. Let's go, we'll try to go for the revive here para kay Daymoon. Again, it's going to be a 2v2 situation. Sinong Filipino team ang mabubuhay dito? Again, this is so sad for us here in the Tagalog broadcast. We really want a Filipino team to win. It's a win-win situation actually. Beef Mommy, kasi kung sino manalo dito, PH team pa rin.
Pero mas gugustuhin natin na dalawang PH team ang maging panalo, eh, diba? Pero taking a look at this right now, it's a 2-2 situation here. It's gonna be very hard as Vete Esports and AKO Ligers medyo hit up sila. Kasi nga, they are basically brothers in arms. And now with that grenade being thrown by Let's Go, doesn't quite get anything though.
Walang tinamaan doon, napansin nila Phaeton na merong palaka doon sa Gedli. Pero ito na nga, AKO Ligers will try to go for the push kasi nga yung blue zone ay nagmumove na rin. Damon and Let's Go will try to gatekeep them from getting inside. Pero ito na nga nakikita natin, Phaeton pumasok na nga dito sa bahay. At mukhang meron nag-aabang sa Gedli. It's Damon na nga yun. And Damon able to take out Phaeton with just a single shot. At ito na nga mga kaibigan, and AKO Ligers gets eliminated by Vete Esports.
Vete Esports just smashing the crown a while ago from AKO Ligers. Alam natin, nagkaroon sila ng buya from that round number 3 and medyo nahirapan sila when it comes to consistency. But speaking of consistency, Icon needs to find a way to be consistent and get all of these kills.
And right now, Ego Oblivion, kita natin doon na talagang umaalis na siya. Wala na siyang no choice kundi umalis. Pero yun nga lang, man, na-headshot sa ulo doon ni My Son. And Ego Oblivions right now, bumabawi sila dito sa laban na to. And one will try to go for that revive. One, nasa labas na ata sila ng zone. And they're actually getting damage as well. Pero Icon Mio surprises itong si My Son ng Ego Oblivions. Kaso nga lang, mananockdown din siya at the same time. JC Jacob, tamang third party lang sa malayo. And Ego with one member left. Ito yung mahirap talaga sa Ego. They're not able to get a complete squad hanggang sa huli.
Absolutely, hirap na hirap sila talaga na basically get on into good comps, and it's always just like one person going into the last few circles. But now, tinan mo yung circle ngayon, Blacklist International, at katabi lang ang Vete Esports, it finally goes down. One more kill to go, but then the pickup does come through for Blacklist International.
And Let's Go, nakabawa siya doon ng marami. Uy, Zapnu, ginulat. Huli ka, Balbon. Sabi ni Zapnu dito kay Let's Go. Let's Go, mukhang mababawasan. Grabe, inisprayan na nga ni Zapnu. Ilabas mo na lahat. Zapnu ang yung lakas. Andito na ang Vete Esports. It's gonna be Blacklist versus Vete. It's Malaysia versus the Philippines. Pero tamang healing galing lang muna dito ang Vete Esports. Pero ito na, napapalibutan na kayo ng mga agents ng Blacklist International. Tingnan natin kung sino mananalo dito. Zapnu, meron siya shotgun dito sa binarel, sa glue wall. Pero yun na nga na inahabol na nga niya dito yung isang player ng Vete Esports. Pero on the kill feed, Phoenix, Bakat, able to actually get one. Forbids will bid goodbye here para sa Vete Esports. And down to very low HP, hinahabol na nga ni Zapnu. There you go. Vete will be eliminated by Blacklist International.
Blacklist International, sobrang galing talaga. Nakala mo sila hinahabol kanina, they can quickly turn things around, tapos ikaw na ang hinahabol na to. So again, we keep saying, Apex Predator itong team na to, but it's gonna be very hard as you can see here. Too easy. Actually, a lot of the teams akala natin magsusurvive, except for, at the exception of Blacklist International, have been not doing a good job here in Kalahari.
Totoo yan, and Umbrella Reborn right now, binabaril nila itong ITX, but at the same time, I think binabaril din sila dun sa left side, which is Blacklist International. That's why Error put that glue wall sa Gedli niya. And right now, Jatser, mga ibigan, ay nagpupush na nga dito sa Blacklist International. Hindi yata ready ang Blacklist kasi nasa labas pa yung dalawa nilang player, pero Felix Bakat ay nag-aabang na nga sa Gedli. Cobra will try to go for that shot at Umbrella Reborn. Mabilis sila naka-adjust. Beef?
Ang galing na adjustment nila. They're little by little going in there with the glue walls. Really good play from the glue walls indeed. And now, Ego Vivian is going to be off the table. Blacklist International versus Umbrella versus ITX. Now, this is a showdown we didn't expect to happen, but with Phoenix having the very good grenade, yun, magandang bato yun, pero unfortunately for him, wala siya nakuha dun sa granada niya.
Oh, and right now, Phoenix try to go for that. Ooh, grenade launcher! Downing one of the players here. Para sa Umbrella Reborn, isa na lang ang natitira dito. Pero yun nga, na-shaft niya sa pagbumuka, mga kaibigan. Etong si Cobra at Zapnu down. Phoenix Makat at Lux GZ na lang ang buhay. And Phoenix mukhang tinrap siya sa loob ng glue wall, mga kaibigan.
Trapped inside the glue wall. Wala na siyang malalabasan. Right here, Kaz is the only person left as well as Ejatzer for Umbrella. And now for Umbrella Reborn, what can you do up against 3 other blacklist members na sobrang lakas, sobrang siksik sa sarap? Ngayon, gutom na sila para sa kanyang possibly how many booyahs already?
And what a shot there para kay Lux GZ. Talagang inubos na nila yung ITX, Tactical Intex out of the game. At buhay na buhay pa rin ang Umbrella Reborn dito. Ejatzer and Cass still has a vehicle here. And right now, Phoenix hindi niya ata alam na paalis na nga itong sila Ejatzer. And right now, Phoenix back out here will try to go for the push. Dito naman sa left side, bumabelo lang ata itong si Phoenix, pero ito na nga. Ito na yung Regan, mga kaibigan. Nira-Regan na nga itong si Kaz. Down pala yung kasama niya si Ejatzer. And asan na yung ibang blacklist international players natin?
Magkakalayo silang lahat. Tignan mo. Taking a look at that, they're all spread out at the moment. Tapos si Kaz pati si Ejatzer medyo meron pa sila. They're still alive at the moment. Geek Fam eliminated so early on, and Lux GZ, dalawa na lang ang players from Blacklist International. Grabe ang Umbrella Reborn. Applying so much pressure from a top team like Blacklist International.
Sabi ko kanina, ang kunat, sir. Ang kunat ni Ejatzer. And right now, Pablo Escobar, mga kaibigan, ito na nga, nakipag-harap-harapan kay Zapnu. And Pablo Escobar, tingnan natin kung madadrop niya. And madadrop na nga niya itong si Zapnu. And Pablo Escobar, tamang Spider-Man, mga kaibigan, na ginagawa niya. Umakyat sa taas ng bubong. And right now, with the triple kill coming from Too Bad of Do Easy. Buhay pa rin ang Do Easy, men. 3 teams alive. Beat Mommy. Who will win this one?
Blacklist International eliminated. It's all up to one more team to try and make a difference and try to go up against Do Easy. Grabe, Umbrella, strong, Reborn. Who's gonna take it? Because it's looking like Do Easy's looking so good.
And right now, Ejatzer will be the last man standing for Umbrella Reborn. Napakakunat mo, sir. Ito na nga yung Do Easy, pero yun na nga, 3v1 is too much para sa Umbrella Reborn, and a booyah for Team Do Easy from Malaysia. And guys, nandito na ulit tayo sa planetang Neptune. Nagbabalik, mga kaibigan. But again, we have to see the highlights first, and also yung mga players natin sa Discord nila. And Beefman, hindi ko alam kung paano hindi natalo ng Blacklist yung Umbrella Reborn. Is it all because of that so many glue walls na nilabas nila dun?
As in, para silang pusa, no? Sobrang anim ata yung buhay
9
nila eh. 9 lives. Oo nga, 9 lives. So, yun nga, as in, it's the glue wall play and just taking advantage of Blacklist International moving very aggressively. And at some point, nag-split sila for some reason. Hindi sila nag-stick together. Na yun yung kailangan mo when you are in the moments like that, na one whole push as a team will make a difference with you being eliminated. Umbrella Reborn, dalawa na lang yung members nila. Pero sobrang kulit nila at gumagalaw kung saan-saan. The movement is just impeccable.
Totoo yan. And nakita ko yung mga players ng Do Easy. Meron dun, plantito. Yung isa nilang player, may mga paso-paso sa likod niya. Pero yun nga, here in the highlights that we have, Umbrella Reborn, maganda yung simula ng Umbrella Reborn, to be honest. And unfortunately though, dun sa huli, they were not able to get that kuya. So talagang sobrang hardship yung nararasan ng Umbrella Reborn kanina pa here early on in the game until the end when they battled against Blacklist International. But again, Vete Esports is eliminated there dun sa highlight na yun. And we can see here, Blacklist Lux GZ eliminated Tactical Intex, who was again just waiting at that window, and yung Tactical Intex player natin not able to get really good cover. And at the end of the day, Blacklist was just standing there at the window. Talagang easy target siya for the other teams. And here is Ejatzer trying to survive until the end, pero again, 3v1 is too much for him. And a booyah again for Do Easy. And Do Easy again, isa sa mga teams na malalakas talaga, coming from that last year MCP Major. And right now, they're showing us talagang nandun pa rin yung lakas na tinatago nila. But again, here we are again, back here at it again with Neptune, the host.
Ayan, maraming salamat, no? Ibang klase yung pinakita ng mga tropa natin kanina, no? Ang kukunat ng mga Umbrella Reborn as well as, sabi mo nga, Beef Mami. Ayan, may alapusa yung mga tropa natin. It's a good play indeed for these teams. I mean, surviving that well. We saw a team who was really, talagang desperado na sila to go away from such teams katulad ng the battle of Beta Esports and Geek Fam. Good enough for them. There's a revive system that they can utilize, but to a certain extent, kasi hindi lahat sabay-sabay nilang marirevive. But well, all these systems, all these changes that has been done, it has turned around yung mga tournaments natin, and it's giving out different results. Right now, the result is Do Easy was able to take that booyah, and the question is, will they be overtaken on the points? Kasi nakita natin how easy, or not really easy, but the opportunity for other teams to go and overtake number one because of the kills. What do you think, Beef Mami?
Oh yeah, overtaking the kills for sure. Kasi we're just, like what I said, we're just week number 2 and only game number 4. And yes, there's a lot of things that are already different. Nahirapan na ang Geek Fam into the last few games that they had. So I feel like yung conversation namin ni Kuku kanina na either may momentum sila or medyo may fatigue. And napansin na natin dito sa game na to is either mas madali yung Group A or mas nahirapan sa Group C, and with a combination of Group C plus that fatigue from a while ago can definitely change the points up.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot has changed. We'll have to find out if this is right. We have AKO likers in there showing up with that booyah.
I believe it's the
yeah, but guys,
the
set
other
the
way around.
expectation. It was Do Easy in there who took that booyah in the previous match. So, guys, steady lang, chill lang kayo, no? This will
Pero
change.
ano,
But
Neptune, kung yan talaga yun, we'll take it. Kasi Pilipino yung number 1.
Siyempre, no? Pero but still, no? At least that will be corrected, and also for the overall, kasi this is the second fourth match. So every second match will be able to get a preview kung ano nga ba yung standing ng mga teams when it comes to overall. So sa tingin ko, the match is good, but they already saw it. Alam na nila kung sino yung nakabuya, kung sino yung maraming kills na nasubaybayan na, especially sa mga fans dyan. Binibilang talaga nila, no? Kung ilan yung mga kills ng favorite team. But what we're really waiting for is yung overall standing na lalabas mamaya, no? Papakita mamaya. And that's what excites me. How well have all these teams turned it around when it comes to the points, and if they have a chance to go and take the top 12. So that's what we're waiting. But going back, no, Kuku TV, we mentioned about Geek Fam, and is it that loss from the round number 3, or was it fatigue factor as mentioned by Beef Map?
Well, I mean, pwede naman kasing fatigue na talaga kasi they got what they wanted nung match 1 and 2. And on match 3, talagang error talaga yun on their side, because you have to think about if it's worth it na i-push yung isang team. Kung hindi naman worth it, like for example, it's gonna be outside the zone, you just have to, pick your poison kung pupush mo ba sila, or you have to go to objective. But they actually choose the other way, which was to push outside the zone. So going in match number 4, doon na siguro pumasok yung fatigue na rin kasi napagod na sila sa nangyaring match 1, 2, and 3. And ito yung magiging benefit ng Group A kasi nga nagpahinga sila ng dalawang match. So they will have a bit more energy compared to Group B, who fought 4 consecutive games in a row. But ito na yung correct pala. Ito na yung correct standings natin, Neptune.
Right. So this is the standings, guys. No? Do Easy was able to get 23 points, no? 11 kills in total, and Umbrella Reborn, ang napakakunat ng mga payong na nandito, followed by Blacklist International. So I think based on this result, going into the overall standings, Blacklist International will be able to go on the top once again. And there you have it. A total of 211 points, no backing down. No? Talagang break the code ang mission dito. But Geek Fam not too far behind with 195. And if we look at the lead of Geek Fam against Overdose has been consistent so far. But we'll have to find out, will their consistency going in for second, third place, will that work against Geek Fam para makahabol sila sa puntos? What do you think, Geek Fam?
Oh yeah, definitely the points need to catch up at the moment for Geek Fam. Blacklist International, alam mo, nagka-struggle sila into the past few games because they haven't really had the booyah, but they're doing enough points, that balance that we like to say nga. 211 points already. So medyo hindi pa masyadong malaki yung margin up against Geek Fam. And yung dalawang games ng Geek Fam so far, that really hurt them. Medyo nawala na talaga yung momentum na nila.
Yeah, definitely. And unfortunate for them, no? After that match, Geek Fam will be taking a rest, and the next that they will be playing would be tomorrow. The next matches that we're going to see is against A and C. So C still has a chance to go and change their numbers on the leaderboards. And one thing that we like to point out as well, no, yung top 12 natin, Ego Oblivions, if I'm not mistaken, no, tumalo na sila on the 12, and AKO Ligers, Beta Esports still on that like outside of the top 12. So hopefully that will change in a bit. But in a bit, we're going to see the MVP data. Sino nga ba ang pinakamagaling dito sa laban na nakita natin? And there you go. Kaz from Umbrella Reborn. No doubt, no? Umbrella Reborn talaga nagpakita ng gilas dito. And Umbrella Reborn of Malaysia taking Kaz taking 6 kills, 1,955 onto the damage. Jess Bu naman dito from Do Easy, 4 kills and 1,940, followed by Too Bad with 2,127 and 4 kills, and Lux GC. Mukhang yung mga sniper shots niya kanina also help him to be up on this board. Now, we're already done with 4 matches. Tapos na nga ang mga tropa natin from Group B, 4 matches, sunod. If I got that right. And well, we're back to Group A. So, based on the match that we've seen earlier on the match number 1 and 2, do you think they have what it takes to go against Group C na ikaw, Kuku, nabanggit mo nga, sila ang tinagurian mo na Group of Death?
Well, meron. Kasi still on that Group of Death, there is a team na nagsistruggle talaga, which is Tactical Intech. So they can, maybe scout yung past few games or couple of games ng Tactical Intex. If they saw where Tactical Intex drop, maybe that's where they can actually go and drop. Like, for example, syempre, walang kabayas-bayas. Sabihin na natin hard to get, di ba? From the Philippines. Why not, di ba? Why not sila Shadow? Dropan nila kung saan magdadrop yung Tactical Intex in order for them to get those easy kills. I mean, it's not really that simple, pero if you talk about hard to get, pambalagbagan talaga yung laruan nila Batman, aka Shadow, diba?
Yeah, definitely. And over to you, Beef Mami. We've seen Beta Esports go against Geek Fam, and they did great in there. Not too much because they weren't able to eliminate them. But would that be a motivation for them to really hype it up, especially dito sa susunod na laban?
Oh, definitely. Beta Esports, especially on that Kalahari map, they were able to just scare off the squad of Geek Fam. So that's a really good start for them. Pero there comes a point na that's not enough. They need to keep racking the points. And what you saw a while ago into the rankings, it was 1 point in between AKO Ligers between Beta Esports. Na overtake na ng AKO ang Beta Esports, especially with that 1 win. So with that being said, that's a lot of pressure already for these teams.
Yeah, and the pressure is on, but we have to release the airlock and jump into the flight. Here goes match number 5. Casters, take it away.
At maraming salamat, Neptune. Papalis na kami sa planeta mo at nandirito na kami sa Earth, sa Bermuda. Match number 5, week 2, day number 1. And Beef, we're down to the wire here. Dalawang laban na lang natitira, but again, the groupings has changed. It's gonna be A and C. And napag-uusapan natin kanina pa, Group A, marami silang pahinga. And para sa iyo ba, which teams are yung kailangan talagang bumawi dito for Group A?
Oh, definitely Eastern Wolves gangs. I know they've been doing a good job in week number 1, but they need to pick up the points here in week number 2. So medyo, syempre nahirapan sila kanina. Todak, on the other hand as well, always been in the middle of the pack, but obviously being in that 3rd spot, that's not going to be comfortable. You want to get as much points as you can get. And now you are going up against Group C, which is what we keep saying, a group of death. You have Blacklist International over there, you got Axis, you got a lot more other teams that you need to go worry about compared to Group B.
At nandito na nga tayo sa Clock Tower, mga kaibigan, Todak at yung team ng Script Shots ay nag-drop dito. So they will battle at it again here sa Clock Tower. And kita-kita natin si Rose nag-aabang lang sa likod dito ng hagdanan. Pero again, they're gonna cut the whole town of Clock Tower in half para at least makapag-loot up sila dito. But SSZ has, for me, sila yung mas magandang vantage point dito compared to Todak. They have the higher ground.
Higher ground is what you need for all of the maps. So the Watchtower is definitely going to be one thing that kailangan mo. Kasi yung height talaga, not only sa Kalahari, importante yan dito din. Pero yung maganda dito sa map na to, you barely have enough cover, especially in those wide spaces that you can see here. So kailangan nandun ka sa bahay or sa Watchtower. At dapat, when you are in the space na ganito, kunwari, kung nag-search ka ng loot, kailangan you don't stay there for a long time. Kundi, makahanap ka talaga ng mga ibang team.
Totoo yan. And right now, maganda yung ginagawa dito ni Rosa. Ang ginagawa niya, umiikot siya hanggang doon sa may other side ng Todak. And right now, mukhang napansin na rin ata ni Ames na merong papunta doon sa side niya. So he has to really push up here dito sa front side ng script shots. But there you go! Spark there! Nausi sa mukha itong si John Blue. And right now, 2-man down. Sahid na rin ay na-knockdown na rin dito. And now it's gonna be up to Rose and the other guy of script shots, which is si Paren. And Paren right now, takbo hanggat may lupa mga kaibigan, glue wall sa likod. And Pedro Carrias mga kaibigan, double vector magtanggol. Hindi pa siya mananockdown, but there we go, Afix able to box him out. And Rose, where are you? Nasaan na? Namatay na ba?
Hindi natin alam, wala tayong makita doon sa screen at the moment. Pero okay lang yan. One more is down. Spark finally gets one more. So at the moment, Todak doing such a great job. And si Rose nakapunta na nga dito. Feeling ko iba na yung gameplay na kailangan niya. Okay, sige, Rose, alam kong aggressive siyang player. Pero it's a good thing marunong siya mag-back away from the situation. So, sa situation na to, na kailangan mag-isa lang siya, he needs to play it safe. Pero it's a good thing na Bermuda ang mapa na to kasi mahirap to pagkalahari.
And there you go, as you were speaking, Beef, na patay na nga ng H2G itong si
Sad.
Rose. So Rose, again, for your team script shot, go back to the lobby for the meantime. H2G needs to rack up those points para at least ma-maintain nila yung position nila sa scoreboard. And they're now going right beside factory area dito. I think this is in Pochinok, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, yes indeed, Pochinok siya. And again, itong team na to, mahilig to sa mga gitna ng mapa. And right now, H2G not able to find enemies, only one, yun nga si Rose. So again, still a good thing for them kasi meron na silang 1 point. But then again, on the other side, dun sa may bandang ilalim, sa Mars Electric, meron tayong Bloody Heads, which is another Filipino team. Again, we don't really want these Filipino teams na maglaban-laban sa early phases ng ating laro. Pero again, talagang ganun talaga eh. Wala talaga tayong no choice kundi manood at i-cast na dalawang PH team ang naglalaban.
Ay, kahit masakit kailangan continue ka pa rin, laban ka pa rin, kailangan maging warrior of love ka, diba? So, love for the country, syempre. Hindi ako nagmuhugot dito today. But anyway, TDK, you get to see Todak go up against the ITX na medyo mahirap to kasi the rest of the TDX spot. It's gonna be hard kasi the danger zone is gonna come through. So, kailangan may cover sila or else ma-damage sila ng mga missiles. So, buti na lang for them. Nasa outskirts lang sila ng danger zone. So, not only are they gonna go out of the way of danger, but also coming out of the way of ITX as well.
Totoo yan. And speaking of ulan, Beef, ngayon,
umuulan na ba
ulan
dyan?
dito. So, just get ready if ever man mawala ako.
So ayan, sanay na tayo dyan.
Sa mga nanonood dyan sa Pilipinas, again, welcome to the Internet of the Philippines. Pero yun nga, ITX, meron silang racing na ginagawa ngayon. Nag-racing na lang sila. Kasi di sila makapuntos. Ito na lang yung ginawa ng ITX.
ITX needs to go and rack up the points at the moment. Pero buti na lang surveying the area. Di ko mabasa kung ano ang pangalan niya. Pero everyone else in his team going in there for the loot pickup. And now Axis, medyo nahirapan sila dun sa past matchup. Sobrang eliminated so early on in this match. And now he is gonna be taking some shots at the moment. So medyo delikado yan.
Totoo yun, delikado. Pero yun nga, Orange Esports, nandito sa may... actually, fina-follow nila yung Blue Zone. Ito yung ginagawa madalas ng Geek Fam na ginagawa ng Orange Esports. Pero I'm not sure kung bakit hindi nila magawan na talagang yung mapunta sa panalo tong Orange Esports, and at the same time Axis Esports right now on or inside the blue zone getting damage. This is just the first phase, so hindi pa to masakit, parang kagat lang to ng langgam, Beep Mami.
Oh, kagat ng langgam indeed. And syempre, yung mga langgam, kailangan mas maganda na isang grupo sila. Kasi kung isang langgam ka lang, madali kang mamatay. Now, speaking of isang langgam, tinuwa Morgana, mag-isa lang siya pupunta dito up against H2G. And medyo mahirap na kalaban yan, especially na may watchtower sila na sobrang kaya nilang defeat tong si Morgana.
Totoo yan. Itong watchtower na to, sobrang stronghold talaga to. Kung ma-maintain ng hard to get to, and at the same time ma-maintain na nandun yung circle, magiging sila, hard to beat. Itong hard to get, di ba?
Oo.
And right now, it's gonna be easy to get naman for the other teams kasi they can easily, snitch like anyone na knock down ng ibang team. But on the other hand here, ITX versus Bloody Heads, all of a sudden, mag-engage sila dito. And right now, ITX has the higher ground. Bloody Heads naman ay nandito lang sa baba. They are using those blue walls as cover. And itong nag-iisang palm tree na meron si Mark.
Ayun na nga, but speaking of, down na nga ang isang player from Bloody Heads and now they're trying to go away from safety. Mark getting some shots, pero yun na nga, buti nga na down ng isang player, si Sead, wala na. Caldi though, medyo si Kaloy medyo nahihirapan na siya kasi kailangan ng pick up, medyo malayo na ang kanyang teammates. Morgana, Mark down. Mark is the only person left in his team na will make a difference here. Pero kung alam mo tong player na to, kayang-kaya niya kung makahanap siya ng glue wall, pero mukhang wala ata siyang glue wall.
Oh no, and Bloody Heads will get eliminated by the team na nasa ilalim ng overall standings. That for me is a surprise kasi remember, Bloody Heads nung first week, they were consistent in that top 5 or top 4, but all of a sudden they went downward spiral sa kanilang performance on that day number 3 and then today's week. And by the way guys, minessage ako ng boss ng manager ng Blacklist International sa Malaysia. Ano to'y Pinoy? Si Boss RTA. Sabi niya, hindi daw nakapasok si Zapnu. Nag-freeze daw yung phone niya. So unfortunately for Blacklist International, they're gonna be a 3-man squad for this game. And by the way, birthday daw ni Lux GZ.
Uy, happy birthday, Lux GZ. Sana mapanalo mo to ang the luck of your birthday today. Hopefully, will give you the luck of the draw and get you one booyah. But Blacklist International, down one person. Medyo masakit yun para sa boys na to. Pero it's a good thing. Sayang Phoenix, nag-bounce back ang kanyang Obi. Doesn't really quite get the shot.
Pero right now, Phoenix, baka at mga kaibigan, sinashot ka sa pagmumukha itong sila Spade at sa si Tuba. Jesbo naman, pupush naman sa Gedli. And this is their chance to actually pressure itong si Phoenix. This is a 1v3 situation. There you go. Kita na nga natin. May Kamehameha wave pang kasama. Nakita mo yun. And Blacklist International will get eliminated. Again, the problem of Zapnu. Ito yung factor, men. Nangyari na nga. And again, very, very early for Blacklist. That's really unusual for me.
I mean, obviously, with one person down, unfortunately, either it's the internet problems or the phone problems. Either way, that's some unfortunate thing that you have to face in this day and age. So, yun nga, Spark, Pedro, Ames, and Afik, sila na lang yung natitira dito and they are getting a lot of the shots as well. Pero it's a good thing that ITX sobrang, di mo ma-expect na they're doing so well here so far in this Bermuda map.
Totoo yan. And right now, Jebat, kita-kita niyo yung mga ITX. Yung ITX, ito yung problema ng ITX. Tumatakbo sila sa open. They're not using cover, they're not using vehicles. Kanina nakita natin yung mga vehicles nila, pero asan na yung mga sasakyan nyo? Iniwan nyo na lang doon sa parking lot area. And right now, the circle is still within the reach of H2G. And we've talked about this beef, na kapag nandyan pa rin yung bilog, they can use this watchtower for their advantage. And you can see a lot of players just below them, Ego and EWG.
Ang ganda. They can basically gatekeep so many teams at the moment. We got Ego, we got EWG, we got ITX as well. They can even join the fight from other teams. Pero nga lang what we keep saying, doon sa watchtower na yon, everyone else can see you. So you can be anyone's target. May hirapan sila if na-close na yung circle when they do have to go in for the move.
Totoo yan. You have to be really patient then, no, for H2G. So you have to use the time as well and also the blue zone para at least ma-utilize mo to the very best yung position mo. Pero right now, Todak versus Orange Esports, harap-harapan na sila, magkapit-bahay lang, and that grenade launcher will try to get in. I think Sparks get damage there, down to half HP if I'm not mistaken. And right now, ito na yung push ng Orange Esports, mga kaibigan. Tamang glue wall lang para ma-coveran sila, pero yun na nga, isa ang mananockdown sa kanila.
One knockdown. Pero H2G, nandun pa rin sila sa may watchtower. Ang ganda talaga ng position nila. But now, for the side of Orange Esports, how are you gonna do this? Paano mo magagawa na ang solid ng defense right now of Todak? Pero all it needs is just one grenade to go and make a difference dito sa loob ng compound.
Pero ito na nga nakita natin, si Captain Rival, mga kaibigan, ay na-knockdown na nga. 3 laban sa 4. TDK, maganda ang pinapakita nila dito. This is the defense na dapat makita natin from all of the teams, and TDK is doing it at its finest. And right now, ito na yung push. Mukhang may na-knockdown dito. At actually, wala pa. Nabawasan lang ng very, very light dito. Rival actually, mare-revive na rin ni Jebats. And right now, still a standoff.
Standoff that can definitely keep lasting forever. Grabbing glue wall plays right now. Intense talaga to. Dak doing such an amazing job at going at the defense. Taking a look at the right side. Wala na ang Ego Oblivions dito sa round na ito. So bye-bye to them. But now speaking of, walang bye-bye dito. Pero looks like sobrang clingy talaga ng dalawang teams ito. Wala pa rin
Siguro nag-hi lang, nag-hi. Hi guys, sabi niya, welcome to my channel. And right now, welcome to the house of TDK. And right now, Pedro gets down. Oh, one more left for TDK. It's na lang, si Spurs na lang titira at nagtatago siya dito sa Chronosphere. And right now, he will clutch it out for TDK. Unfortunately, isa lang ang natirang na knockdown. At ito ay si Ames. And H2G will have to get out of that watchtower then at the same time kasi wala na dito yung bilog, if I'm not mistaken. And EWG, I think they're getting shot from that distance, pero Vet Esports still alive, Beef.
Still so alive. Bete Esports having 0 kills to. Medyo hirap na hirap silang maghanap ng mga kills at the moment. Masyadong passive ang play. And now, you're going into the final moments of the circle and wala ka pa ring points. Placement points, yes, but we need to have that balance at like what we said. But then E-Wolves gang down already. Medyo hirap sila when it comes to the gunfights at the moment.
And H2G, maganda yung pinakita nila dito. They were able to actually eliminate yung nasa ilalim na yun, and they can try to get inside as this is Do Easy, if I'm not mistaken, right on the higher ground. And mapo-force si Spade dito na gamitin yung mga glue wall niya. And this will have them use all of the utilities na meron sila. And right now, Neptune on the kill feed, killing off Spark from TDK. JC, walang takot, no fear at all. Getting inside that glue wall, pero yun nga, nag-backfire pa ang ginawa niya. Spade, napakatalino. And there you go, hard to get. Ay magiging easy to get para kay Spade and the gang of Too Easy. And right now, on the other side naman, we have Beta Esports. Ipag-iigante namin kayo, H2G. Nandito na ang pagbawi ng PH team. Ganti ng api, mga kaibigan. And let's go. Their entry fragger will try to enter the vicinity of Do Easy.
Dito tayo sanay sa Beta Esports na hindi sila masyadong nag-engage into the first half of the game, but finally going into position, getting a lot of the points in the later half, and now the final circles coming in through very, very slowly. And now it's up to Do Easy to try and go and probably conjure up a way to go up against Beta Esports na full squad pa rin. Access Esports, isa pang team na nandun, dalawa na lang sila natitira. And now it's a 3-team showdown, plus kailangan pa nila mag-push into the circle.
And the only team na nasa bilog is Do Easy. Beta Esports though, buhay na buhay pa rin yung kanilang mga players, so they can actually get that numbers advantage onto this situation. Axis versus Vete, di pa rin tapos ang laban ng dalawang to. So it's gonna be a 2v3 v2 situation. Sino kaya mananalo dito? Let's see. Forbids will try to spray away that sniper. But ayun, na-shotgun pa nga niya sa Gedli. Yung isa, Axis will get eliminated courtesy of that third party coming from Do Easy. And ito na nga, Do Easy versus Beta Esports. 3v2 situation. Lamang pa rin ang mga Pinoy. Kaso, lamang ang Do Easy sa circle.
Ayan na nga, Beta Esports. Full squad pa rin up to now, so that's a good sign for them. And Do Easy, may hirapan sila, pero ang ganda pa rin ng position at the moment. But actually for Beta Esports, tatlo na lang pala sila. Daymoon getting shots though. But for Do Easy, sobrang ganda pa rin ang response sila even though dalawa na lang sila natitira.
And right now, Daymoon 9-1 na knockdown na nga. It's na lang ang natitira sa Forbids. Goodbye! And that can be a goodbye para sa Beta Esports. Do Easy again getting that booyah. That's another booyah for them for tonight.
Easy.
And that's gonna be easy.
Easy games. Grabe, do easy. Just really picking up the points. Vete Esports, even though they had the numbers advantage, still couldn't. I don't know. It's such a weird thing to see Vete Esports struggling in terms of the late games. And yes, understandably passive sila sa pinakauna. But for them to just lose and drop the ball just like that, knowing they have the numbers advantage, do easy. Sobrang galing talaga na. The Malaysians are still on top at the moment.
Yeah, the Malaysians are indeed on top. Kasi, I mean, if you remember, day number 1 ng week 1, it was an all Malaysian booyah for week 1, day 1. And for tonight naman, for week 2, day 1, there was one Filipino team na nanalo ng booyah. But then again, you have to, expect consistency from that team. Pero AKO Ligers kanina on Group B wasn't able to actually get that reset coming onto the next game. And they were actually eliminated very early. So dito, nakikita natin na yung mga Malaysians talaga, like one good example is Too Easy, able to actually get 2 booyahs in one day.
Yeah, 2 booyahs in one day. They're just that strong of a team at the moment. And buti na lang, nag-persevere sila at the very end kasi akala mo matatalo sila up against Vete Esports. It just goes to show how much of a better team they were in this Bermuda map. And now, we're going into our last game na it just takes everything. Yung Vete Esports went down 1 place, overtaken by AKO Ligers. That is essential point that you need to get in this particular showdown.
Totoo yan. And I want to point out also yung nangyari kay Zapnu. Nag-freeze daw yung game niya at di siya nakapasok. So again, for Blacklist International, they are supposed to, be a contender for each game dito sa Group A and C. But unfortunately, talagang yung numbers disadvantage ay napunta sa kanila. They were like a 3-man squad. But you can see there at the very end, Vete Esports was just really far away. Talagang layo lang talaga nila sa circle. Kung mas malapit sila sa circle and they were able to actually get inside, I think they have a chance there. Pero to, magbabalik tayo dito kay nagwagwapuhang Neptune, ang ating host.
Maraming salamat, Kuku TV and Beef Mami. Such a good event for Do Easy. They made it too easy for that booyah. And I would say props to them talaga. No? They went in for a battle against H2G, and despite of the situation, nag-iisa na lang si Spade, inubos niya yung H2G, was able to recover with 2 members, and then went in against a 2v3 against Vete Esports. So Vete Esports, I think they need a little bit more hype. They were that close to be able to take that booyah, but the engagement is not working for them. And I don't know. I don't know what to say about Vete Esports. What has changed with their game style, with their tactics, and how will they make it work para makakuha sila ng booyah, makabawi ng points? But speaking of points, Kuku TV, ang daming kills na nakuha ng Do Easy kanina apart from the booyah. So I think that will be more than 30 points once again dito sa ating ranking.
Totoo yan. And again, sinabi ko nung simula or kanina actually na Do Easy really is good with killing people. Talagang nag-focus sila dun sa mga latter part ng week 1 ng rank points, and they were able to actually rack those rank points up. But this time around, they got 16 total kills, man. Hindi sila nakakuha ng 30 plus points, pero they got 28 points. So that's a really good points for Do Easy. Ang layo ng agwat nila on this from second hanggang baba.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the kill points talaga nagbuhat sa kanila. And Beef Mami, you pointed out that there's not enough kill points from Vete Esports to make it work right there. Do you have any assumption kung bakit hindi sila pumapasok sa mga engagement and just going in passive?
I feel like it's because they keep dropping into the same places that they were back into Philippines, the Philippine Open. So being predictable for that team, being basically doing the same things over and over again, it's basically for other people, that's gonna be a readable situation. Okay, you can have this game because you are a predictable team. But speaking of players that are predictable, ito yung mga 4 guys na alam mo that will definitely go and perform every single time.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of performance, no, si Spade, grabe talaga. 8 kills. If I'm not mistaken, this is the highest that we've seen so far. Or maybe not, but 8 kills with 2,113, followed by Too Bad from Do Easy as well. Ares in there with 3 kills from Hard to Get, and Spark from Todak. No? Ang mga tropa natin dito talaga from Do Easy. Definitely they making their mark in this MCP Major Season 3. But another question for you guys. Will there be another team who will make their mark in this last game? Dahil marami na tayo nakita na paulit-ulit on that Booyah board. But will there be another that you want to be in there? Kuku TV.
Another team na pwede natin makita siguro na magbuya would be Bloody Heads. Ang pangit ng laro nila kanina pa. Talagang hindi sila nakakakuha ng maraming puntos sa rank points together with the kill points. So sana at least yung Bloody Heads makakuha sila ng buya here para at least makabawi sila from those other games or 3 games na nilaro nila kanina.
Yeah, how about you, Beef Mami? Are you expecting another team, unexpected team to take that buya?
Actually, I was gonna go with Bloody Head as well. Kasi nga, like what Kuku pointed out, ang ganda ng run nila with week 1, they were basically top 8. They were pretty comfortable into the spot nga, diba? Pero like from the past few games, sobrang hirap na hirap talaga nila. And nahala natin with a team like, let's say, with a player like Morgana and also Mark to go and spearhead their way through the competition. Hirap talaga sila because this is the best of the best. And now we're seeing who the true Titans are. And we thought Vete Esports was going to be even one of those Titans. But for now, Bloody Heads, they're actually overtaking the top team in the Philippines at the moment. But even with this into consideration, hirap pa rin sila overall. So a booyah will definitely be good for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that booyah will be a boost for Bloody Heads and definitely for those of the teams na talagang gustong tumawid doon sa threshold natin, that is the top number 12. But speaking of the top, no, ang mga teams natin dito, like Blacklist International and Geek Fam, though Geek Fam will not be playing, but Blacklist International, despite of the situation that they have earlier, they were able to gather a few more points and will same as Geek Fam, will that be detrimental for them for this last game, Kuku TV?
Well, bago natin sagutin yan, tignan muna natin tong naggagandang trophy. Nakita ko na to actually. Nakita ko na to, Neptune. Kasi nag-live si boss RTA ng Blacklist International, yung manager ng ng Free Fire ng Blacklist, and pinakita niya sa akin to, and talagang sobrang ganda niya, napaka premium ng dating ng trophy na to. And one of the teams will actually get a chance to win that one later on in the finals. Pero going back dun sa conversation natin about the teams, one thing I would expect here, Neptune, is that Blacklist International will try to bounce back from that match. Kasi remember si Zapnu na nag-freeze up yung game down niya.
Yeah.
And kapag ka, di ba, isipin mo na lang ikaw yun, Neptune, di ba? Kapag ka nag-freeze up yung laro mo and then you're gonna have another match after that match, syempre babawi ka at mambabalagbag ka talaga. And I know for a fact that Zapnu can actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, it is evident na rin sa mga previous games na pinakita ng Blacklist International. But we've seen teams na talagang they went into some bad spot and that threw them off. So, like, kaya nabanggit ko kanina yung Geek Fam wherein they were taken down by the safe zone. That was so unfortunate. But they were on the roll. And then after that, nawala sila momentum. So, and it's a good thing you were able to give your insights in there. Kasi based on the background na banggit mo, you have a few more insight based on this team. But for those of you watching right now, apart from liking and sharing this stream, guys, put in the comment section, ano sa tingin nyo, sino kaya ang makakuha ng buya dito sa huling laban para ngayong gabi, no? Dahil I'm pretty sure maraming fans na nanonood yan, no? Still not losing hope, especially for those at the bottom half of the leaderboard. In a bit, makikita natin, guys, ang huling yugto ng araw na ito. And I'm pretty sure we're all excited. But I want to go back to you, Beef Mami. If you have any tips especially for Vete Esports, what will you say to them right now?
Oh, Vete Esports, like you have to do different plays at the moment because the things that they were doing the past few, weeks, the past months, ginagawa pa rin nila yung dropping in the same zone. Alam nila na, okay, may kalaban tayo dito sa tabi natin. Ano gagawin natin? Yung pinakamahinang part nila is yung early game nila. We keep saying it over and over again. Yung early game nila, yun yung pinaka-weakest point nila at the moment. So, for them to go and be passive in the first half and also be really aggressive dun sa second half, they should find a way to switch it up. Maybe they can go find kills and picks going into the first half of the game. Kasi doon talaga sila nahihirapan into the part na, okay, no kills into the beginning. Tapos nahirapan pa sila. So that's why wala silang masyadong points at the moment. That's the reason why bumababa sila in the leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, it's so evident sa mga laro ng mga tropa natin ng Vayde Esports. And not just Vayde Esports, there are a lot of teams who are being pulled down on the leaderboard dahil nga sa performance nila, similar to what Beef Mami mentioned. But, well, ito na nga. Going in onto the hatch, riding the flight, ang mga teams ay ready. So, casters, go take it away.
At ayun na nga, maraming salamat, Neptune. Pumasok na kami sa aeroplano at magla-landing uli sa mapa ng Kalahari. Ito na, Beef, ang huling last game.
Huli na nga, last game pa. Ito na ang final destination, ika nga. So, Kalahari, definitely going to be a very difficult map for a lot of these teams. But if you do get to master it, you'll definitely be rewarded very well. Match number 6 here in week 2, day 1. Ito na mga kaibigan, ang last game natin of the day. And syempre, a lot of these teams, they're not going to back down because the points that you get here are so essential. Medyo halfway point na tayo for this week. A lot of the teams, syempre, we gave them a little bit of slack going into the first, day of this week. Pero syempre, there's still a lot more points to get. Taking a look at the center of the map, tignan mo, ilang team yung nandun? 3?
It is actually Bloody Heads and Axis na pinapakita ngayon sa atin. And we've seen this one last week. 1-0 lamang ang Axis dito. And Bloody Heads right now, hopefully na natuto na sila dun sa lesson na ginawa ng Axis dati. Hopefully they can actually win this one para at least ma-1-1 ang score ng standing nila sa standoff here in command post. Right now, Mark will probably the one who will scout for them, and Bloody Heads, 3 of them, Shanks, Morgana, and Kaloy, will maybe try to rush in dito sa side nila Neptune. And speaking of Neptune, si Neptune, since nag-host siya dito, hindi pa nagbubuya ang Axis, Beef.
Masama yan kasi you're trying to do 2 things at the same time. Yun na nga, focus ka lang on one thing, Neptune. Mag-cast ka na lang, mag-host ka na lang. But yeah, speaking of Neptune, taking some shots at the moment, just having a little bit of cover going here up against Shanks. So, maganda yun. So, it's a good thing they've made their presence known, but at the same time, repositioning themselves well enough just in case something happens, they can go back away.
And medyo medyo risky yung ginagawa ng Axis dito. Nagkukumpulan sila dito. So with one grenade, pwede silang ma-wipe out ng madalian. Pero maganda na rin yung ginawa nilang adjustment. They are doing a duo split here. 2 of them are rushing in and then 2 of them right outside the fence ng or walls ng command post. And Bloody Heads, Morgana, he does know na meron ng tao dito. We'll try to put out some utilities over there para at least medyo mabawasan or mabagalan yung mga players natin from Axis. And look at Mark right now, Beef. I think Mark will get one here.
Mark having a really good shot at the moment. Either makuha siyang isa or dalawa, pero tignan natin kung makita natin. Uy, tignan mo to! Si Cops going in there very deep inside to the spawn of Axis Esports. Axis doing such a good job. Bloody Heads gonna have a really difficult time. Pero ito na nga, Cops pays for the price of going into Bloody Heads.
Oh! And Axis will get eliminated. 1-1
Bilis.
ang score na standing natin dito sa command post. And men, Beef, ang bilis.
Parang,
That was a quick one.
I know. Isa na pumunta dito, but now this is the Bloody Heads that we know, and they can definitely go and take a lot of these shots. So that's a good start for them. Ito na ang momentum ang hinahanap nila in the past few months. But then, here go ITX. 3 lang sila dito.
Oo, 3 lang nga sila dito. Pero Ego of Olivins right now, ITX getting shot from afar. Ito si My Son, and My Son really loves this, yung malayo ang barilan ng Ego Oblivions. And look at JC Jacob right now, also trying to do the same thing. ITX still having a hard time as on the kill feed. SSZ will go for the third party. At na third party pa nga nila itong ITX. Easy pickings for these teams, and tactical index ay mawawala na nga sa ating mapa. 2 early eliminations. Gusto na ata nilang magpahinga. Beef.
I mean, medyo late na nga ngayon, pero syempre, ang aga pa for these teams to say goodbye. But unfortunately for them, wala nang points, no more points at all. 0 to their name. And that's so unfortunate to see kasi sobrang essential talaga. Every point matters in every single day. And usually sa Kalahari, hindi ka makita ng ganong kind of engagement this early on. Usually, mas mabagal siya compared to the other two. Pero this time, you get to see how much these teams really want the points.
And right now, we have here Captain Ribel, mga kaibigan. Tingnan natin kung mabubuhat na niya yung team niya sa panalo. Pero EWG really has good vantage point. Yung isa nandun sa may buto, si Fall MX. And then yung tatlo niyang kasama, nandoon sa may bandang taas ng Mammoth or yung higher ground ng Mammoth. And right now, they're actually firing their guns onto the side ng Orange Esports. And Orange Esports is stuck at that position. And when you talk about being stuck, di ba?
Ay,
Talking
umalis ka, wag baka makuha ka ng washing machine nun.
Ako na itutuloy.
wag mo na ituloy yan kasi mahirap na din. Anyway, so speaking of hard, ito na Jay-Z doing a very hard job at trying to go in for the long shots at the moment. EWG, medyo nahirapan na sila. Ang taas nila dun sa leaderboard before. Pero unfortunately, they just can't find their footing. Actually, itong team na to, ito yung sinusubaybayan ko talaga. Kasi alam ko parang, ang cool nung name nila. Ang cool nung performance nila ng week number 1. Pero ngayon, hirap na hirap talaga sila.
And when you talk about Eastern Wolves Gang, dito sa Pinas, merong Wolf Gang. Di ba? One of the best bands out there. Di yata alam nyo ng mga kabataan ngayon, pero yun na nga mga kaibigan. Orange Esports will try to bail out. They left one of their teammates actually. And Goku right now, tamang Spider-Man sling lang dito. Will try to get out of the way here now to the sub. And this is a good sign for them. They are able to survive that situation that they have. And my son! Ay! Nako, ikaw ay mananakdown and AimJ, hindi niya mararespohan itong kanyang teammate. But at the same time, he's actually bailing out kasi siya na lang ata ang natitira for Ego Oblivions. And this is basically the game for Ego Oblivions. They're not able to protect each other. Talagang napipita sila one by one. And actually, meron pa palang dalawa na natira doon sa other side naman. Nauna na pala si JC Jacob at si Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And they are now wondering how they will be able to survive this.
One more kill for SSC. That's going to be very difficult. Now, script shots, they have the momentous task to try and go and get a lot more. Kasi alam natin na medyo hirap sila, especially in their grouping and going up against Group C. But so far, so good. 2 kills, good. Okay yun sa kanila. Now, the circle is going to be closing down. Now, it's going to be very essential. Finally, wala sa Bayfront ang final circle. Foundation and possibly Oldhampton can be the final few circles. That's going to be very good for all the teams that are already there. But now, everyone else needs to go and push into the circle.
And this is going to be a different type of circle para sa mga players kasi it's been there sa Bayfront lagi, no? And for Blacklist International, unfortunately, you have to really move away from Bayfront and maybe find a better place to stay. Pero ito, aerial view naman tayo. Do easy, Todak, Ego, script shots, bawas ng isa. Yung Ego, they can probably try to go for that revive para sa kanilang player na nawala, which is si My Son. And Todak right now, they're gonna be out in the open here, Beef. Mahirap to.
Yeah, being out in the open like that, tapos yung glue walls na natin mo, sobrang konti lang ang glue walls na meron sila. So they need to be smart about this. They should have probably just backed away from the situation, but no, they want to go really just tao po into the doors of script shots at the moment.
And ito na, wala rin silang no choice kundi mag-engage. And right now, kita-kita doon si Spark. Hindi nga lang tinamaan ni Rose. Medyo na-potato siya doon ng konti. Pero let's see if may eliminate nila itong Todak. Ayun na nga, tinamaan na nga dun sa malayo. This is actually good. They had one guy or 2 guys to actually push. Or 3 guys actually. And then 1 from afar. This is the meta na ginagawa usually sa Battle Royale. And right now, the push is in. Pedro Carias, mga kaibigan. Nilatrat na ang katawan ni Shahid. And right now, mukhang marirevive doon si Paren. And Paren will get taken down also. The nades coming in now para sa Todak. And now, it's a 3v4 situation. Rose is actually now downstairs. Shahid ay mapapressure na nga ni Pedro. Kaso nga si Pedro ay mananockdown naman And Jumblo will actually be taken down as well. One more guy left. Si Shahid na lang ata at si Rose. Or yeah, 2 guys left. And Todak will get eliminated. Sila
Todak?
pang nawala, man.
What?
Anong nangyari?
Usually yung team na to, they can work a way to go around the map and get those kills, but eliminated so early in the 10th spot, that is just absolutely unheard of. And now, it gives a shot like Do Easy to get maybe another booyah, but for them, going down 2, but then there you go, only Forbit's the only person left for Vete Esports. May hirapan sila kasi isa na lang ang tao na pwedeng bumuhay sa kanila. It's all up to the Palda gameplay to see if he can go and clutch this up.
And Forbids, goodbye, sabi niya sa Do Easy.
He
And,
bids goodbye.
Yeah, Forbids, I'm not sure if he can actually do this, pero ito yung, again, the problem of Vete Esports is this. Second phase of the zone, they are fighting. They're not really supposed to do that. Again, if you're on a Battle Royale game, you have to really be smart with your decisions. But, uy, galing sa area itong bloody heads. All of a sudden, nagpakita sila dito, pero yun na nga lang, min. Morgana, hindi siya napag Spider-Man move doon sa bahay na yun, and they will actually get taken down, pero mabilis ang revive para sa side ng Bloody Heads. They will try to go for a regroup here, reset, pero yun na nga, min. Rose is actually on top of this roof and able to actually kill some of, and Blacklist International is actually going for the third party as well here dito sa side ng SSZ and Bloody Heads.
But now Script Shots are actually doing such a good job, but they're gonna have to be careful kasi nga Bloody Heads and sa kaliwa. And then they're also taking shots from Blacklist International. Kaloy gets taken out just a little bit, just a tiny bit of damage coming in from the grenade of Rose. So okay yun. Magandang pressure yan for SSC, pero medyo mahirap yan once a lot of these teams go in there for the kill. Kasi tignan mo doon, HG is right there. They can take them out really, really good.
And that was an elimination for Bloody Heads. Na-sandwich sila ng Blacklist and SSZ and H2G. Really quiet, huh? Beef, talagang quiet sila here. Kapag Group C na yung kalaban nila, medyo hindi sila nang babalagbag. Pero right now, we have now EWG versus SSZ. Ang daming bisita ng SSZ. Nandito ata yung code na kanina pa hinahanap sa comment section.
Oo nga, sa kanila. Pero ito na nga, they're paying the price for staying in one place for too long. And now, 1, no, 2. As thus as that, one more pa rin. Siya na lang ang naitatira dito sa kanyang team. Just like that, dropping like flies. Parang bangaw na spray ng Lysol. And just like that, Script Shots out and about. Wala na, hindi na nila kinaya.
And there you go. And Ego Bolivians can actually pick up the pieces here. Dalawa na lang natitira. Go na. Ego, go, go, go. And Monito and yung kasama niya will try to recover by healing themselves up. Healing galing muna. Pero ito na nga yung push ng Ego Oblivions. They realize that dalawa na lang natitira. And Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, ang ginagawa mo? Ba't mo tinignan lang si Monito? Hindi niya pinuntahan. And right now, ito na nga. Nakita na nga niya si My Son. And actually, si Fall MX pala yun. And Twinkle will now not be able to actually get the damage. Pero yun na nga. Maganda ang ginawa ng kanyang teammates. One gets taken down. EWG down to one more player. Ito na nga si Monito na kanina pa nag-aanap ng vehicle. Finds a vehicle out there and will try to bail out from the situation. And again, yun yung maganda dito pag Battle Royale. No? Kapag narinig mo yung gunshot sa malayo at nakita mo sa kill feed na may namamatay, you can easily go for that third party.
Absolutely. I was about to say that Ego Oblivion's doing such a great job at taking care of the situation, and sobrang na-distract talaga yung EWG going up against that team that was just so easily taken down. Script Shots though, sobrang ang dami nilang naku.
I'm not sure if I'm not able to hear Beef. If you're there, just let me know. But I'm not able to hear you right now. Pero ito na nga, mga kaibigan. Do Easy right now. Still alive. The circle is at foundation. Vete Esports still alive there, guys. Forbids still alive. Blacklist International still alive. And Monito mukhang mas matan na nga ng hard to get. And Monito, uy, sama mo pa ng Kamihami wave. And there you go. That was a Kamihami wave ng kahirapan coming from H2G, at nahirapan talaga itong si EWG Monito. And right now, Ego is actually getting damage. I think it's coming from either Blacklist or Orange Esports. Pero magkakaharap na naman ang dalawang Filipino teams. We have H2G versus Ego. And I think magpo-focus yung H2G na mag-push dun sa other side. Kasi nga, merong parang river ata na naghahati sa kanila. Pero right now, Goku getting that Kamyam wave sniper shots ahead onto the side of Lux GZ. And if you remember yung face ni Lux GZ, kamukha siya ni Balakid. If I'm not sure kung nandito na si Beef. Beef, are you here na? Ayun, wala pa rin. Wala pa rin si Beef Mami, mga kaibigan. I'm not sure kung nandito siya, pero di siya nagsasalita ngayon. Pero right now, my son, tinamaan na nga itong si Shadow, mga kaibigan. Shadow! Anong bahala na si Batman? Sabi na niya ng Ego. And right now, Spade, continuing that consistent gameplay ng Do Easy, still alive in the middle of Foundation and actually in the middle of the circle. I'm not sure if Beef is still here or if she got disconnected or what, pero yun na nga, mga kaibigan. Ako muna magsha-shoutout para sa inyo. Lux GZ, buhay na buhay pa rin. Ego, mukhang mapapatay na nga na H2G. Forbids, buhay na buhay pa rin. Vet Esports, they can still win it all here as Ego Bolivians is now eliminated of the game. Ang natitira na lang is Blacklist, Do Easy, H2G at Vete. Spade ay nakafocus ngayon sa H2G ngayon. Now firing those shots in. And Do Easy right now still has that circle control, mga kaibigan. Ito ang magiging advantage nila. And I think I'm gonna be joined by Neptune.
Alright, ayan. Advantage nga, no? Napaganda ng circle control coming from Do Easy and Beta Esports right now. As we see, it's only 4 bids na iisa dito. Now, Do Easy has been on a roll from earlier. Hindi sila pumapasok sa mga engagement, but right now is the chance wherein they will be able to take those kills. Beta Esports has been eliminated and we are down to 3, Kuku.
Oo, and saktong-sakto, no, Neptune. Namatay ka na sa game at nandito ka na, nag-host, nagka-shout ka. So, again, multitasking to the max itong si Neptune, the gentleman gaming right now. You can see there, ito namang H2G ay nahihirapan, and that's because of, itong Do Easy, nasa gitna talaga na circle, and that total circle control is able to actually get them those kills and those knockdowns. Pero yun na nga, mga kaibigan, may na-knockdown doon na isa. I think that was Pablo Escobar. And right now, buhay na buhay para na H2G, malaki ang chance ng H2G na manalo dito.
Yeah, definitely. No, ito na nga, Bo Pablo has been taken down. 2 bad na lang natitira dito for the side of Do Easy. And if I'm mistaken, this is a 1v4 situation. Hard to get, will not be that easy. Oh, I spoke too soon. 2 bad talagang hindi nagpapatigil. And Bloody Heads has been eliminated. Scrap Shot has been taken down. I'm not quite sure what's happening right now, but I think we are going back. Now, Do Easy going against hard to get 1v3. Tapos meron pa tayo ditong Lux GZ na may birthday boy on the sides. We'll have to find out, will this be a win for H2G or will Do Easy or Blacklist International turn this around?
Kung pag-uusapan natin numbers, H2G, meron sila dito. JZ, buhay na buhay pa rin kasama ng kanyang teammate na si Insane. Lux GZ, nakamukha ni Balakid, naghihiling galing dito si Gedli. And right now, alam niya kung nasaan yung mga players ng H2G at binabato na nga ng granada ni Tubad. Itong H2G, and this will force to have them push on the other side. At mukhang magiging kawawa dito si Tubad. Tubad, nag-iisa ka lang dyan, dalawa laban sa isa. And Blacklist International, Lux GZ not really moving any muscle. He's getting damaged, by the way, by that blue zone, and Blacklist International will get eliminated. Now, too bad. Now down to a half HP. Now may eliminate siya ni JZ, and JZ will get that finish. Booyah! For hard to get from the Philippines. And I think Beef Mami is back.
Yes, actually, it's still Neptune. Nagiba lang yung boses ko. Not only is he a player, host, but also he can change his voice. But anyway, grabe, hard to get. Sobrang sayang, na-miss ko ang laban. But you know what? For Do Easy, that was actually still pretty good. Oy, si Batman. Bahala na si Batman. You know, we keep saying that nga, diba? Bahala na si Shadow. But yes, grabe ang labanan nun. In fairness, Blacklist International getting that third place, still pretty impressive.
Yeah, very impressive indeed. And talagang tineflex niya talaga yung favorite superhero niya, si Shadow, aka Batman. At talagang sobrang saya na H2G, especially now na we're done with day number 1 on week number 2. This will give H2G a really hard push for them to be on top of that leaderboards. Probably I would say na mga top 6 na sila maybe or top 5. Hopefully that's gonna be the case. Pero ito yung naging balagbaga ng Axis. And Bloody Heads, 1-1 na ang score nila dito sa compound ng command post. And again, still on that moment, Tactical Intex still struggling. I'm not sure what Tactical Intex can do here, Beef, pero ano ba yung pinaka-okay na pwede mong advice for Tactical Intex?
For tactical intakes kasi, medyo hirap sila when it comes to the gunfights in general. Ayun yung essential, basically foundation that you need to have not only as a team but individually as a player to just win those gunfights and have that game sense. So medyo nahirapan talaga sila because they keep going in for plays na parang, okay, they can do this, they can get a lot of the kills as well. But yun nga, if you are going up against teams like, let's say, Blacklist International, where they have, you know, all of the plays together, you need to go back to the drawing board and basically say, okay, you need to basically improve as individuals muna for you to be a really good team.
Totoo yan. And at the end of the day, ito na yung final moments ng H2G. That's an easy win actually for H2G. Sila talaga yung naging hard to get nung time na yun. And good push coming from our H2G. Picking itong si Do Easy na i-push instead of that Blacklist International player. And we're now back here in our spaceship here with Neptune.
Alrighty. No, isa na malupit na laban na naganap and hard to get, no? Made it
Nakamute
not
yata.
that hard. I made it not that hard to go
Yun.
in for that engagement, especially the final moments. No? Marami pa silang natitira tapos parang one from each member is already there from Blacklist International and Do Easy. When we thought Do Easy was able to do it again, alam mo yung clutch gameplay na madalas nilang ginagawa kanina, Spade was not up to it. And sabi mo nga, Kuku TV, good positioning for the side of hard to get. Thus, they were able to eliminate Do Easy and then get back to Blacklist Lux GZ earlier on. And well, still fortunate for Blacklist International, they were able to get the placement point and a few more kills from this team. And Kuku TV, from what we've seen so far, is this the return of hard to get to really be aggressive team and take more buoyance?
Pwede natin sabihin the return of the comeback ng H2G, aka yung almighty team dati. And also we have the likes of Insane, Aries, si Batman or si Shadow. Ang ganda ng they complement each other well. I'm not so sure pero kapag kakalaban nila yung Group C, medyo nagpe-play safe sila. Ang sa akin lang is if they try to be more aggressive instead of being afraid of these top teams like Blacklist or Beta Esports or even the other teams like Axis, they can, try to get as many wins as possible. Kasi kita-kita mo yung level of gameplay nila, sobrang ibang-iba dito sa laban na to compared dun sa previous match. And they got the best points right now. Rack number 1 sila, 21 points and getting 9 frags.
Yeah, 9 frags from that match and plus the 12 points from the Buya. Do Easy still on the roll, no? Talagang consistency ang laban dito ng Do Easy. Blacklist not too far behind with 12 points and script shots, no? Maganda yung pinakita ng script shots kanina regardless of kung ilan yung pumasok sa bahay nila. It's just the last team na talagang mukhang napagod na ata sila, naubusan sila ng resources. Beta Esports showing up in there on number 5 followed by Orange Esports, Wolves Gang with number 8, and as mentioned earlier, they need to get back as well onto the horse. Ego Oblivions, Bloody Heads also there at the bottom half, and Tumutok with 2 points. Unfortunate, Axis Esports and Tactical Intex didn't get any points from this match. Now, as we go in on to the overall standings, tingnan natin. And there you have it. Blacklist International still at it on top. Talagang hindi sila nagpapaiwan sa taas matapos ang laro. Compared from last season wherein hindi sila masyadong nagpakita sa league stages. Tama ba, Kuku?
Tama yan. And if you can see the overall standings then, men, dalawa na lang na PH teams ang nasa ilalim ng top 12. So this is a good sign for the PH teams. We have Ego Oblivions and AKO Ligers. Remember, AKO Ligers, nakakuha sila ng buya ngayong araw na to. And it's just that siguro it's too late for them na mag-reset onto the next game after ng buya.
Right.
Probably by tomorrow, makita natin kung talagang they have the it factor to be able to get inside the top 12. Again, it's good for us sa Tagalog broadcast na marami tayong PH representatives. But again, if ganun talaga yung laro nila, well, ganun talaga. Wala tayong no choice, man.
Correct, walang no choice. But speaking of, no, PH team, hard to get in there. Steady on number 5. After that, buya na nakuha nila kanina, talagang they are keeping themselves like head high on this left side of the leaderboard. Ang ganda ng distribution ng mga teams dito, and hopefully this will continue on, as well as some of the teams from bottom half of the leaderboard. So let's see as to who are the MVPs from the previous match that we just saw. And here we go, no? Hard to get Ares in there. Going in for the MVP. 4 kills, 1833 on the damage. 4 bids. Uy, pinakamataas na damage na nakita natin so far.
3,000.
Going in above the 3.5 that was mentioned last week from the English broadcast, and 4 kills as well. Do easy, do bad in there with 3 kills and 1897, and Pablo joining them with 3 kills with 1582. And let's check out which team are the MVP, or which teams are the MVP for today. And well, no question asked. We have Blacklist International right there. Total damage of 61k, followed by Do Easy 56k, and Geek Fam with also 62, which is even more than Blacklist International. So talagang makikita natin dito, mainit. Dikit na dikit, napakalagkit ng laban ng Blacklist International and Geek Fam when it comes to those points. But the question is, will this be the fixed top teams that we're going to see, or are we going to see different set pagdating ng laro bukas? What do you think, Kuku TV? Is there still a chance for other teams to really turn it around?
Well, meron akong pwedeng sabihin na, or pwede nating sabihin rather, na yung AKO Ligers ay may chance pa rin. Kasi nakita nga natin na nakabuya sila. It's just that, it's just way too late for them na after nung buya na yun, 4th match na, last game na nila. Siguro naisip na nila na parang wala na to. So maybe tomorrow, kung yung first game nila really, really good, maybe it can continue until they can actually get into the top 12. Ang Ego Oblivions para sa akin, I'm focusing on the PH teams. Ang Ego Oblivions para sa akin, medyo 50-50 kung makakapasok sila sa top 12, kasi nga there are times talaga na sobrang passive nila.
Yeah, all right. Any last words, Beef Mami, before we end the show?
Definitely. I think one team that has really stood out on my end at least, kasi akala ko nga it was going to be Vete Esports, AKO Ligers that can go take it to the top. Even Bloody Heads was impressing us today, but they still had their moments just a little bit. But again, it's definitely that one Philippine team that has broken through into the top 8. That's really impressive, especially going up against like teams like Blacklist International. Do easy, grabe. As in, I can't believe that Overdose Esport can also like go to my voice is basically like giving out on me at the moment.
Yeah, and there you have it. Thank you very much for joining us right now, and see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.